cage, so there's not going to be a huge reach advantage for Juman. This guy went Super Saiyan before the fight. You notice? Yeah, he went. His hair turned gold. He went Super Saiyan.
He's gone Super Saiyan. Yeah.
And
very confident when I interviewed him. I'll tell you that. He was very confident, very approachable, looks calm. Obviously, I'm guessing he had an extensive kickboxing career before. Looks like it. And we're welcome to have another young prospect enter the JCK cage. As we look at the tail of a tape, we see the same age with a 3-centimeter reach advantage going to Ayboli.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子轻量级的复赛争夺，蓝锋选手身高181公分，臂展185厘米，体重71公斤，年龄19岁，来自于斗士格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩2战1胜1负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1负，他就是蓝锋选手Ayboli。 本场比赛，红方选手身高177公分，臂展182厘米，体重70.90公斤，年龄19岁，来自于好胜格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩7战5胜2负。那么今天晚上上了 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是红方选手小Buwei。本场比赛场上裁判胡金涛。
Judge, time, ready, fight!
Here we go, all set for the first fight of JCK 107 is Ayboli and Juman in the blue versus Xiao Buwei in the red. Like I said, these guys had a super intense stare down at the weigh-in. I bet it's going to be an explosive fight.
You know, and Ayboli, oh, big head kick kicks him as the glove up, but that was powerful. We even see Ayboli take a deep breath after that kick.
He blocked it, but it's still connected. I told you, these guys are throwing down right away.
And Ayboli, his brother actually fought in JCK and told the other commentators that his younger brother goes crazy. He's very talented. Oh, goes for that single leg. Good shot. Already on the back.
Let's see if he can drag him down to the mat here. He does.
There.
On top in half
Is he going for a far side Qiumuergu there? I can't see it. Feels like he's got a Qiumuergu grip. Yep, he's trying to look for the Qiumuergu. He could use it actually to
sweep him over. If he's really strong, he could just like force him over. But you know what?
Ayboli needs to respect this. Ayboli is not actually respecting too much. We saw Wang Jidong get caught with this by not respecting the Qiumuergu.
Absolutely.
Look at Ayboli. He's doing good here. He's just walking to the cage, and if he can cut off the angle there,
he could actually counter it with an armbar on the other side if the cage was inside.
There we go. He goes back to that.
Matt Hughes, George St. Pierre. One. Still got a hold of this double wrist lock. Although from this position, it isn't much of a threat.
It can be. I've rolled some guys that use this very well, but I'll be surprised if Xiao can. Now Xiao's trying to use it to turn in. Nice knees from Ayboli. He does a beautiful trip there.
Drags him back down to the mat here. Still hanging on to that Kimura.
Oh, look,
okay.
he might sweep him here.
It looks a little more dangerous now, and he does sweep him over with it.
But Ayboli just rolls through it. Beautifully done by Ayboli.
Yeah, he just like went with the momentum, came back on top. But we have Xiao Buwei still attacking this double wrist lock. You gotta wonder, could he burn his arms out if he keeps maybe held on to this for like a minute?
He comes up with a single leg, underhook. Don't know if this is that tight.
Man's got the front headlock here, snaps him down. Oh! Buwei frees himself, lands a nice
knees, 3 knees. To be honest, if Xiao is trained extensively in Muay Thai, he probably doesn't care about eating too many knees on the feet.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Scissor sweep. That was really pretty. Unfortunately,
He's got the underhook again.
it landed him on the bottom here. But he executed that Kani Basame, I believe, is what it's called, very
Scissor
well.
sweep?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna use that underhook to come up. Needs to get that right arm out there.
Wow. Kani Basame in MMA. Look at there.
Gets back to his knees. He can use this to wrestle up.
This is a scrap. It's been a very high pace the entire first round. Juman has got him flattened out, sprawled on.
Beautiful hits here from Juman. But look at the tenacity of Xiao.
Kind of just manhandling Xiao Buwei to the ground.
Uh-oh, this is bad. 1 minute 15 seconds left. This is not where Xiao wants to be. But it feels like Xiao actually has some different skills.
Oh, for sure.
Look at the
Big elbows.
Oh, big elbows.
Brutal ground and pound by Juman. I can see that right elbow scoring big here.
Yes.
If he lets it go.
Well, I think he's scared to make space, because if he makes too much space, Xiao would use this, which is exactly what he's doing now. He's using that underhook to build up, get up to his elbow and try to wrestle up. He's already done it a couple of times. Come up here from halfway. See, there he goes. Now he's going to go to his knees and
Wrestle up.
yes. He also just, get his bum up and scoot up backwards again. But Ayboli has been doing really good with that front headlock, just lowering him down again.
You can tell he's physically very powerful. He's been able a couple times to just kind of manhandle Xiao Buwei to the ground.
19 seconds left.
10 seconds left here.
See. Oh, nice body shots. 2 good body shots there. And Xiao gets up right at the end of the first round. Exciting first round to kick things off tonight.
Definitely very high pace throughout that entire round.
你要打完退出来，知道吧？不要给他抱，你抱了干嘛？你直接推他，知道吗？跟他抱干嘛？他这他妈要动起来，没关系，他站你远一点，你脚可以踢爆嘛，知道吧？
Let's take a look at some of the action, guys, from the first round.
That big kick to start things off.
See, Juman a couple of times was able to just really muscle Xiao Buwei down to the ground. Ayboli, absolutely. He hits another mat return here.
Those beautiful body punches there. Right on those lower ribs.
Who'd you give that round to?
Of course, Ayboli.
Ayboli, Juman likely took that round. Xiao Buwei had his moments, though.
Ready, fight!
All set for round 2 between Ayboli, Juman in the blue and Xiao Buwei in the red. Xiao Buwei opened the first round up with a beautiful head kick that was just barely blocked by Ayboli.
Watch out for Xiao's right hand, left straight, and his left run kick. Feels like he's just waiting.
Oh, head kick.
Eats a head kick.
It's hard to tell. Did that rock him?
No, he was fine. He went for a takedown afterwards. I think it did hurt him. Oh,
Just
no.
bucks him right into mount here. Does Ayboli?
He does get back to half guard. Steps through to full mount. Now he's on full mount again.
You can tell Ayboli's just so physically strong.
But look at Xiao. He's doing the right thing, man. He keeps recovering. But he needs to get out from here. He can't spend another 4 minutes underneath this big brute. Man, beautifully done by Ayboli. Being so aware and just bumping over.
And these elbows here, he's landed some pretty vicious ground and pound. Looks like Ayboli's trying to pass the guard here.
Looks like he already did. Holds that foot, not allowing him to wrestle up.
Let's see if he is able to put some hooks in here. fully take the back as he goes for this choke. Attacking from the back is Ayboli. Let's see if he can secure this rear naked choke.
This is very bad for Xiao here.
I can't really tell. Is that under the chin? It could be
under, but
it could be a problem here. I can't tell what kind of grip he has.
No, it's not really under, but
Ranking on his neck. More elbows here, it looks like. That right elbow looks like it could score big here.
2 elbows there.
I wonder how much longer Xiao Buwei can withstand all of this pressure. He's getting grinded on here in the second round.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because Xiao's, the technique he uses is something I love to do myself. He's just lacking a bit of a bump. After you get that under, you just need to bump with your hips, create momentum for the top guy, and then you can come up. Otherwise, you get smashed on. But Ayboli is so beautiful. Look how fast he gets to the back.
Okay, he's attacking this choke again. Let's see if he can secure it this time.
He's got one hook in. Can he get the second hook in?
To your point, I think an issue here is the discrepancy in physical strength.
The athleticism between these two.
Ayboli is just so strong. I feel like he's able to shut down a lot of the groundwork by Xiao Buwei and really just impose his will here. I'd like to see him land more strikes from these positions.
Now he's going for Qiumuergu.
Oh, slips out. And now he's on the bottom.
Now he gets 1 minute 30 seconds left. Xiao, deep breaths there from him.
Got the rubber guard here by Ayboli.
Xiao looks exhausted there. Is this called the Williams guard?
Couldn't tell you.
You go grab your knee.
That does sound familiar. Xiao Buwei is on top for the first time. Let's see what he can do with it. He lands a nice left hand and welcomes.
Oh, goes for the big head kick, but just gets taken down. Beautifully read by Ayboli.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to throw something big there when they got back up to their feet and ended up getting taken down again right away.
Don't know if he should.
Looks like he's hunting for that Kimura again.
Yes.
Third time's the charm, perhaps. Although he was able to sweep him with it
He might be able to
at one point.
If he opens his legs, he might be able to sweep as well. He's very deep on the one side. Both guys.
A wild scramble ends our second round between these two.
We see the left eye of Xiao already swollen. There's some big elbows there. Man, dominant performance so far by Ayboli.
I'd probably give him both rounds.
不是，来就拖这个。喂，你要去打这个动作，知道吗？你再攻击，你应该不够完事。
Let's take a look here. Huge head kick. I thought that had him rocked. You were right. He ended up, actually going for a takedown. It's hard to tell how hurt he was, but he definitely ate some big shots here as well. He did well to recover, though. Ayboli also spent,
Ayboli spent a lot of energy, but Ayboli was so dominant. I think, like, Xiao is super fit, but Ayboli just dominating strategically in almost every position.
Ready, fight!
Third and final round between Ayboli, Juman in the blue and
Wow, look
Xiao
at
Buwei
that.
in the red. Guillotine attempt here potentially by Xiao Buwei.
Well, he came out to touch gloves, and Ayboli just threw the overhand and went straight
Protect
for a
yourself.
takedown. Let's see.
At all times.
Can he put some pressure on here? It looks, that right side doesn't look close enough.
It's hard to tell.
Cranking. He is cranking.
You know, he's got it on the right side.
Yes.
Ayboli's doing a good job of like tripoding up. It's harder to finish now because he's in, oh, let's see. He's recovered full guard.
Now he's in, oh, but Ayboli pops his head out. Now what are you shouting to Xiao if you're in his corner?
Feet on the hips, push away, get up to your feet.
Might be looking for a leg lock entry here. Ayboli very aware of that attempt.
It seems rather unlikely that he would be able to submit Ayboli from his back. I think he probably has his best shot. I think he needs a finish to win this fight.
Absolutely.
And I think his best shot is probably on the feet.
Ayboli just shouting there, yelling himself a big, yeah, let's do this.
Let's go. It would be his first win in JCK if he can get it done. I know that's going to mean a lot to him if he can get it.
He does look tired, even though he's the one who's been winning the fight. So he's not really punching too much. It feels like he's just riding here, taking his time.
I will say that for a young fighter with only one pro fight under his belt, he looks great.
Yep.
Like he's 0-1, guys. His pro record is 0-1. He doesn't look like an 0-1 guy. He looks great.
Referee standing him up.
That could be a favorite of Xiao Buwei.
Featherweight just shrugs him off.
They're both exchanging, throwing big shots, and
again, Ayboli dumps him down.
yeah, there does seem to be a discrepancy in the wrestling skill between these two. Ayboli has been able to take him down repeatedly throughout the fight.
Ayboli is just putting that hand on his hip, not holding the other hand. Let's see. Can Xiao rip it out? Ayboli's using that left hand to either hold his hand or just drive some punches into the midsection.
Gone for this for multiple times throughout the course of the fight. Really tough to get from the bottom of half guard against a very physically powerful opponent.
Now he has the underhook. This is very bad for him.
I'd like to see some elbows.
He gets the underhook again. Can he come up to his feet? He needs to bump him up here so he can sit up. Ayboli goes back to half guard. Tries to pass. Xiao's been doing good, but Ayboli's just aware of everything he's doing, just so physically dominant.
Scramble ensues here. Turtle position. Xiao Buwei hanging onto the leg here. Ayboli sprawled on him. Full mount for Ayboli.
He tried to do a Granby roll there, but ended up just rolling straight to full mount.
Dangerous spot here for Xiao Buwei with 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock. He's able to re-guard and put him back in half guard.
Ayboli looks exhausted even though he's dominating.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he really wants to finish. He's just staying active.
Well, both guys have had their foot on the gas for pretty much the whole fight.
Absolutely.
It's been a pretty frantic pace throughout the course of the fight. Obviously, both guys are looking for their first win in JCK, this being the first fight in JCK for Xiao Buwei, the second for Ayboli.
How many times have we seen Xiao Buwei use that under to try and wrestle up, but Ayboli is just so heavy and so strong with his hips.
I feel like that's probably been the deciding factor in these grappling exchanges, just the pure physicality of Ayboli.
Also, the way he applies the pressure is very good. Xiao needs to be careful with his hands in the wrong way. Oh, is he going to go for a leg?
Leg lock attempt here. Hail Mary. Ayboli shuts it down immediately. Lands two elbows, huge elbows.
Who was it? Good performance here from Ayboli Juman.
That'll do it for Ayboli Juman and Xiao Buwei.
Xiao Buwei never stopped fighting. Xiao Buwei did good too. Good fight between these two really young kids, only 19 years old actually, it's like young men. I guess we'll go to the official judges' decision very soon. Both these guys super tired.
Let's take a look at some of the action from the fight. This is the first shot. A head kick, partially blocked. That was a big shot. Great start for Xiao Buwei. Probably the best shot he landed the whole fight. And this really tells the story of how the rest of the fight went. It was just
ragdolling.
Dominating grappling performance by Ayboli. What can you say? He's a very big, powerful lightweight with good grappling skills. And I believe that probably won him the fight here. He landed a partially blocked head kick, followed it up with some ground and pound here. It looked like he had Xiao Buwei hurt. Xiao Buwei had good defense throughout the whole fight though.
Yeah, he kept working, you know, he kept active guard, but just...
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27比30 ，Judge Number 1 27 to 30；2号裁判27比30 ，Judge Number 2 27 to 30；3号裁判27比30 ，Judge Number 3 27 to 30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China. The blue corner, Ayboli.
All set to go for our second fight of the evening. This is going to be a good one. Our first international clash with Artemios. I'm so sorry if I butcher your last name. How do you say his last name, Woody?
Pogiatzeas.
Pogiatzeas.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. I took a guess.
Yeah.
Well, man, this guy's cool, bro.
Super cool. We were talking to him before the fight, talking to him at the JCK compound here yesterday. Really nice guy. Man, this guy has got some crazy stories and crazy fights under his belt.
If you're watching this right now, it means you're watching on YouTube. And then you can go watch, there's a show called, what's it?
Street Clan,
King of the Streets. There we go, and it's hardcore, man. It's not for the, it's like, it should be PG-16 or something. It's basically MMA fights, but there's no rules, no gloves, can stomp, can headbutt, can scratch. And he's fought there, I think, 3 times already.
Calling it an MMA fight is a little bit much. It's just like an all-out, no-rules brawl.
Yeah, he says he's a bit of a striker, prefers to do Muay Thai, knows his opponent's a wrestler, he does train Jiu-Jitsu, competes at blue belt, but doesn't have a belt himself.
Here's Artemios from Cyprus.
There is his opponent, Tuopeiqinaer, Nuerlan, 21 years old. He has 5 wins and only 1 loss, but most impressively, he has a win over BJJ black belt Giovanni Maljo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we were just talking about him.
Yeah, we talked about the Monkey Kid. He's one of the, one of the guys that was a real, I don't know if you'll be offended if I say this, but you could say he was a bit of a journeyman MMA fighter here in China. He fought the who's who many times. I think his record ended up being,
looking at it right now,
like 10 to 25 officially. Yeah, so he definitely had a few losses. But a BJJ black belt, and this kid's only 21 years old, and he beat him.
Hey, I mean, don't knock Giovanni. He's got a win over Song Yadong.
That's right. Anyway, so Tuopeiqinaer, he's very tough, and he's got some submission finishes. He likes to wrestle. He's also respectful. I asked him, what do you think about your opponent? He says, oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't even look at my opponent. And he's a man of few words, So I spoke to him. He was very quiet in his demeanor, but has a seriousness and intensity about him, which is quite interesting. Look at him. I mean, he's not big at all for this division. I think he should fight at 66. So Artemios said he's also actually a featherweight himself. But here he steps into the JCK ring, Tuopeiqinaer. So Artemios is 6 years the senior, but he also has a 6 centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子轻量级的复赛争夺，栏目选手身高175公分，臂展180厘米，体重70.40公斤，年龄27岁，来自于神猎者联盟综合格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩4战3胜1负。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Cyprus. Gets ready for Artemios. 本场比赛，红方选手身高174公分，臂展174厘米，体重71.30公斤，年龄21岁，来自于盐湖搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩6战5胜1负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是来自于中国的红方选手Tuopeiqinaer。本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
Start, time, ready, fight!
All set for the second bout of the evening between Artemios in the blue and Tuopeiqinaer Nuerlan in the red.
And Artemios, we asked him, hey, so what's your fight style, what's your background? And his cornerman and coach was here with him. He's a street fighter. And then later it made sense after he told us about his king of the streets. But he did do a lot of Muay Thai before. He loves to stand and strike. Oh, big clash of shins there. Yes, that hurts. I don't know if it hurts a guy like Artemios though.
Yeah, I mean, having been through those King of the Streets fights, a sanctioned, like, normal MMA fight probably seems like
it's insane. They
pretty tame.
Fight on concrete
with shoes on.
With shoes on.
And eye gouges.
One of his losses, we saw. He had he won his last one, but I think his first outing, second outing there, he lost. And the guy was stepping on his neck with his left, turned around, and stomped him in the head with the other foot while stepping on his neck with one leg. It's so insane.
I hope those guys got paid a lot of money.
Nice kick.
So here's
big takedown.
That's what I thought Tuopeiqinaer's approach would be. He's a good grappler.
He's looking for the far side Qiumuergu already.
Yeah. In some ways, I kind of viewed this as a grappler versus striker matchup.
Yes.
He's got the key lock
he's already got the Qiumuergu. This is bad. We see Artemios trying to breathe.
Into a straight armbar. He lets it go. Wow, I mean, that was a real threat. I'm not really sure why he let it go.
Yeah, I also don't know why he let it go. Maybe he felt the power of Artemios is too much. Artemios needs to get out from underneath here, dig some underhooks and wrestle up.
So Tuopeiqinaer did a good job catching that kick.
Look at Tuopeiqinaer already fishing to mount.
Keeps trying to pin that wrist down and go for the double wrist lock there. He's in a dominant position here inside control. Almost an inadvertent headbutt there.
Yeah, he dropped his elbow, but ended up with their heads clashing. He's looking for the... Yep, that's what he's looking for. As he off guard.
Yes, as he went to mount,
yes,
he got put back in the guard by Artemios. Good job by Artemios, showing some pretty good grappling defense here.
He's living in China. He does his sparring at Black Tiger, and then he trains his jiu-jitsu at, he told me the gym's name, but also in Beijing, a jiu-jitsu, pure jiu-jitsu gym. Okay. And most of his MMA training, he says he does back home as an MMA gym. He's Muay Thai heavy, but he trains back home.
In Cyprus?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
probably.
I guess that's his home.
Perhaps the first fighter from Cyprus under the JCK banner.
You're right. I think it's the first one that I've commentated on. And I've been here for
international MMA organization that
right.
we are. Fighters from all over the world.
Man, this guy is so cool. When you meet him, he's friendly, but he's also intense. And just the fact that he did King of the Streets, you got to respect that, man.
Oh.
That's another level of crazy, man.
Oh yeah, that's.
And
insane.
I say it not derogatively. I mean, it's a good crazy. It's like down to fight no matter what. Let's just do it. I love that. It's awesome. Right now, he's got his workout on him with this resting heavy Tuopeiqinaer on top of him.
Yeah, Tuopeiqinaer content for the moment to land the occasional ground and pound strike from guard position here, but hasn't really landed anything too significant. Let's see if Artemios can
Short elbows to the body there. That's quite a few of those.
potentially open up his guard and try to make some space and get back up to his feet, where I'm sure he'd love to have the fight. I think he feels like he has the striking advantage in this matchup.
Hard effort from both these guys. They're putting in effort. And actually Artemios has been able to negate a lot of the damage, but Tuopeiqinaer is relentless. Smothering, elbowing, punching, elbowing the body, in the face.
Yes.
Keep staying very active on top. I don't like this kind of action. The ref is not going to stand up. Staying very active is Tuopeiqinaer.
To your comments on the size of Tuopeiqinaer,
I think they're both probably featherweights, and Tuopeiqinaer, if he's really slim, probably goes down to bantamweight.
my goodness. He definitely doesn't look like the biggest lightweight ever.
No, for sure. No, he's definitely not the biggest lightweight. If you imagine putting him next to Aman Ali.
Oh. Yeah, there's some big lightweights in this JCK lightweight division.
That's a bit of a smother there.
Stop!
It's the end of the first round between these two. Good first round.
Tuopeiqinaer shakes out his arms, walks back to his chair in the red corner, and let's have a look at what these guys, what their refs.
Give that chance again. Don't give that chance again. Low kick. And we go for your punches. Look, you didn't punch any punch.
The action here.
That's where it's like he caught that kick.
This was
And
basically the story of the first round. Caught Artemios' kick, took him down, was landing some shots on top, and that's primarily where the fight took place in the first round. I would give that round probably pretty clearly to Tuopeiqinaer. All set for round two between these two. Artemios in the blue and Tuopeiqinaer in Nuerlan in the red. Artemios looks fresh.
I've watched some of Artemios striking fights, and he's very powerful. Not the fastest striker with his hands, but very powerful.
If I were in
He's
his
also very
corner,
durable.
I would say throw fewer kicks, because it looks like Tuopeiqinaer is good at catching them. Can easily, could potentially get a takedown off one again. You don't want to spend another round.
I mean, if he's kicking the calf, it's okay. It's hard to catch the
Body kicks anyway.
He was not listening to. I think when you said body kick, he thought that's what you want him to kick.
Threw it. Well, he got
That's right.
he got lucky there. Tuopeiqinaer did not catch that one.
I think these guys are fishing now for something big, it feels like. Oh, nice right hand by Tuopeiqinaer. Another one.
That was probably the cleanest punch landed of the fight thus far on the feet. Heavy leg kick by Artemios.
Another right hand followed by left hook.
Hey, Tuopeiqinaer's striking is looking pretty crisp.
That's right. And what I don't like to see from Artemios here is when the punches come, he's got not too much head movement and his hands dropping low a little bit. You need to be careful of those hooks. See, his head stays very central.
Let's see if Artemios can defend this takedown. Tuopeiqinaer is able to get him down again. That's 2 for 2 on takedowns here. 1 apiece, rounds 1 and 2. It looks like Tuopeiqinaer is
Already almost in full mount.
Almost.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to go to the back here.
Artemios kind of keeping him in.
Look, he's got that Dagestan handcuff. Now Artemios has a tough decision. If he turns back, he gets him in full mount. Yep.
Well,
If he went the other way, would have given up a really good
he
choke.
pretty much had to do that because that choke was a real threat. And now he's
he
got
goes.
Tuopeiqinaer has mounted him here against the fence. Let's see if he's able to muster some. He looks like he's going for an arm triangle here. but Artemios is aware of it.
Yes. Very strong, both these guys. Hard to, like, well balanced, not being able to overpower each other. I'd say the wrestling advantage going to this is
going for the choke again.
Puts him cover half guard there. Big elbow there from Tuopeiqinaer.
Still in mount.
Another big elbow.
You know, Tuopeiqinaer is really doing a good job
this
of
is not good for
threats on
Artemios.
both sides. It looks like he has that choke. It looks like this could be
I
it.
think it's over.
He's got it.
And that's it!
Absolutely. Tuopeiqinaer Nuerlan by rear naked choke in the second round. He's got a crazy squeeze. You could tell once he had that thing locked up with the arm behind the head, it was only a matter of time before Artemios was forced to tap out.
We see that Tuopeiqinaer silencing. I don't know who he's silencing. Hope it's not the fans. Now he's celebrating his win. But yeah, that was a pretty dominant performance. He was never really in any danger during that fight. On the feet, I think he had the advantage, and on the ground, it was very dominant.
Take a
right
look
here.
He didn't have the perfect angle on this choke, but I think what really makes it work for him is he's obviously got a brutal squeeze. And the top hand, he did a great job of really hiding it behind the head of Artemios, and that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap. Let's go to the official judges' announcements.
Tyler. Tyler.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则轻量级复赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的红方选手Tuopeiqinaer，第二回合3分01秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is red corner, win by rear naked choke.
Here we go, guys. Our third fight of the evening. Great performance by Tuopeiqinaer, getting the rear naked choke in that last one, and let's hope that this fight follows suit. It's a great matchup. We have the Mongolian Panther, that's such a cool nickname, Altanshagai, coming out for his second fight in JCK. His first fight, he won, and he beat Yixuan by TKO in the first round. It looked great, so he's looking to follow that up and get a second win in the promotion here tonight. He's a very intense dude. At the weigh-ins yesterday, the stare down, he just had this really cold look in his eyes, and I could tell this guy is for real.
I love when the Mongolian fighters come. They're so cool, man. They're like calm and friendly outside and just the nicest folks. But once the cage doors, you know, I can't generalize. It's just, I don't know, so far my experience with them visiting here, the Mongolian crowd was amazing. And, you know, later tonight we got in the main event, we also got some Sukhbat, you know, so.
Oh yeah.
Excited about this.
All the Mongolians that I've met and dealt with in JCK have been super nice guys, very friendly.
Well, they're nice until they step in the cage.
Yeah. Well,
and all that niceness disappears in there.
Luckily, I'm not stepping in the cage with any one of these guys anytime soon. You know what's interesting about Altanshagai here is he had a fight in JCK in 2024 where he beat Yixuan in the first round. And then he went and fought in some other promotions and lost 3 in a row. Unfortunately, all 3 by finish. So, kind of a rough streak he's on. Let's see if he can turn it around here tonight. I know he's a great wrestler, a great grappler. We'll see what he can do.
There we see his opponent walking out of the red corner. And he's carrying the flag of Black Tiger, which is an interesting story because yes, he represents Black Tiger. That's the gym that he signed for. However, he's been training at Junye's gym down in Chengdu. That's where you're from, right?
Chengdu, Bosnaban. Shout out to the Chengdu homies, Junye. That's a great gym they got down there.
And really, probably the biggest pro team right now in China would be that team. So many of the JCK crowd, quite a few of the fighters have moved to that team. And I asked them why. They said just because the amount of good quality training partners and even the coaches is really, really good. And it could also be that they are not, like there's some purse percentages which is preferential. Anyway, good training there for him. And but don't forget, this kid trains with some of the best, man. He at Black Tiger trains with the superstar Zhang Weili, the JCK champion Wang Xiaochang, and now he's training with champion Du Lile. So many of the Inner Mongolians, man, a very, very tough kid. I remember that fight which he had against Ruhan Lula, and that was a beautiful fight. He won the fight, but because he got deducted 1 point, that fight ended up being a decision draw. Because he got deducted for holding onto the fence. He loves to go forward. His last fight, however, was a loss against Qiumuergu, but man,
Qiumuergu's a beast.
Is a beast, and
fighting Zwman on November 8th. Tune in.
Yeah, well, let's see if Lile has fixed his errors, but yeah, I'm excited for this fight. This kid is really aggressive and well-rounded. And if we look at the tail of the tape, we see Altanshagai is 6 years older and also has a 4-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子羽量级的复赛争夺，栏目射手身高175公分，臂展180厘米，体重66.20公斤，年龄27岁，来自于猛犸英雄格斗俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩9战4胜5负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩1战1胜，他就是蓝方选手阿拉腾沙盖。 本场比赛，红方选手身高180公分，臂展176厘米，体重66.40公斤，年龄21岁，来自于黑虎搏击俱乐部 ，MMA 综合格斗战绩12战9胜2负1平 ，JCK 战决胜战绩4战2胜1平1负，他就是红方选手李磊。本场比赛场上裁判谢林杰。
Fighter. Want your back high. Want your low slow. Okay, shot glove. Back. Judge. Time. Ready. Fight!
All set for the third bout of the evening between Altanshagai in the blue and Lile in the red.
Big left hand to kick things off, but misses from Altanshagai.
Okay,
Altanshagai immediately shoots a double leg, gets it, but Lile is starting to fish for a rear naked. Is that in deep enough though? Doesn't look like he has that in deep enough. Yep.
Altanshagai pops his head out.
But Lile has the butterfly hooks here. Overhooking one hand. He's going to look for butterfly sweep. Altanshagai fishing to pass already.
Yeah, there's a great takedown by Altanshagai. Really quick. They're dry here in the first round. Let's see if he can work on his passing game and establish a better position here.
Look how calm Lile is. Very, very calm. Now looking for a scissor. Oh, he might be fishing. Is he going to go for the gills? Oh, nice little short hook on the exit there.
Man, Lile, very active off his back, never accepted the bottom position.
Goes for a big right hand to the body. Both these guys miss with huge left swings. Heavy inside kick from Altanshagai.
Lile is only 21 years old. Super young guy.
Both these guys throwing bombs but missing. And it's Altanshagai that rips in some body punches there.
Saw a level change there by Altanshagai.
Oh,
right hand.
big right hand.
Lile is fast.
Just not finding home, but he's throwing with nice push kick to the body. That was timed so well from Altanshagai, but this looks in deep. Is this deep? Looks like it could be deep, but it's an arm in.
Arm in.
Lile looks like he'll use it.
then.
Yep, uses it to stand up again. Now Altanshagai has his back.
Yeah, Altanshagai is still on him.
Look at that nice little trip there from Altanshagai. Nice mat return.
Altanshagai relentless with his wrestling and takedown attempts here.
Nice little dump.
Big
Fishes
slam.
for the back. Has one hook in.
We see
Lile.
Lile trying to dump him over. And
Oh, he does. Now it's Lile on top.
he does, and now Lile is on top. Let's see what he can do with top position. He stuffs Altanshagai's head against the fence here.
Looking for some heavy ground and pound here from Lile.
He's loading up those elbows, those shots.
Nice. Left punch to the head. Oh,
Wow.
huge right hand. Just misses.
Altanshagai goes
Altanshagai.
deep half guard and
Oh, and he sweeps him again.
comes up with a single, takes him down. Some nice grappling exchanges between these two. And Altanshagai looking to take the back here.
Lile, very technical in his defensive wrestling, but Altanshagai definitely has a wrestling base. This guy moves so well.
Definitely.
Altanshagai wrestling. Look how he changes the angles. He's
And
going to
he-
shelf the leg here. Look, he's going to step over, sit on it, reap it closed.
He doesn't stop with just one wrestling attack. He chains his wrestling attacks together. And it's been frustrating for Lile.
Lile looks as if he's smiling. I think Lile's going to use this under to build back up again. Look at Altanshagai holding his wrist.
Lile's grappling chops are definitely there too.
Yes, very, very good. Man, that whole team has good. That whole team. Now, even that he's made the move to training at Wuchang, there's also some really good. The black belt coach there. Well, they have more than one coach, but the black belt coach is one of the first Chinese black belts from. Originally, he's trained at a China top team in a Mongolian.
Yeah, great team out there right now. So many Wuchang good fighters on the last few JCK cards. Oh, hard hammer fist there to the head, but Altanshagai able to drag his man back down to the mat. It's got to be about 3 takedowns he's landed. Now this guillotine might be a little bit more of a threat.
For it? Is he going
but
for
the
it?
angle's
No,
not
the
right.
angle's not right. And to look to use that to sweep, he might.
Wow. But Lile doesn't hesitate. Right as Altanshagai was about to pass, he goes to his knees, and here we are, kind of in the front headlock position. 10 seconds left to go. Grappling heavy first round between these two.
Lile looks like he's in phenomenal shape. He really had to work that first round. Altanshagai, just beautiful wrestling. And I think the wrestling probably was a difference maker in that round. But
Did you give him that round?
yes.
Одоо гэдэг наач урдлаг тохиод бүр цээж ингэж доош онгууд арын гарны чамаг оноод байна.
Take a look.
Altanshagai looks to have spent more in it, or he looks more tired than Lile does. Lile looks like he's
Altanshagai did a really good job of changing levels under the strikes of Lile, just timing those shots really well.
Oh yeah, that one takedown was just textbook stuff.
Here we see a big mat return. Lile throws the legs to the side, tries to land a big right hand. Unfortunately misses. Close first round. But you got to think the
round.
wrestling attack of Altanshagai probably got him the edge in that one.
Ready, fight!
All set for round 2 between Altanshagai in the blue and Lile in the red.
Southpaw going against orthodox. Oh, nice straight left from Altanshagai.
To your points, Lile looks so fresh. He wasn't even breathing heavy at the end of that round.
That's a nice little body kick there into the ribs section. Heavy
shot.
inside kick, but Altanshagai just runs through, forces this engagement. Now he's got him wrestled up against the cage wall.
Wasn't able to complete the takedown right away, but he's still on him here. Got Lile pinned against the cage. Let's see if he can work this single leg attack.
Lile's got that far side over very heavy. It feels like Altanshagai's wrestling is just top notch. Lile is so active, pushing the head down, gets back up. Just peppering with small little punches is Lile.
We see Lile trying to defend.
Nice stomps.
Oh my goodness.
From Lile.
Remember, you were telling me in the hotel room earlier that you hated those because they're never going to end a fight. But the next day when you're at the airport, your foot's all full and you're like,
yeah. So in the moment you think, oh really? Are we going there? Are we going there?
Son of a gun.
You son of a gun. I'm not gonna tap for that. But tomorrow, as I hobble to my flight gates at the airport, I'm gonna be thinking of you.
Fight!
There we go.
Indeed.
Resets them.
Referees here in JCK are not very patient when it comes to a lull.
Big swings
in the action.
Oh, spinning! Just misses, but my God, how tough is he? Altanshagai eats that spinning. I think it was an elbow.
How fast was that?
And just
in the blink of an eye.
Finishes the takedown.
I thought he was hurt there for a second.
Just tough as nails.
He's using that butterfly sweep to try to make something happen here. Double up kick. Altanshagai just crashing through here. A scramble ensues with Altanshagai landing in mount. Oh my goodness, and he's got the choke. He's got the rear naked choke. Is this going to be it? It's hard to tell. Lile is not really panicking. It looks like he's got it. He taps.
He taps. Altanshagai, dominant performance.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That happened in an instant, just out of a scramble, out of nowhere. Takes the back and sinks in the rear naked choke. It happened so fast, and at first it looked like Lile wasn't really too concerned about it. And then you could tell the squeeze just got tighter and tighter. He arched his hips back, cranked the choke, and that was it.
And Lile is super impressive with himself right now, shouting inside the cage. But man, what a performance by Altanshagai. And he ate a huge spinning back elbow to go down. Here,
let's take a look.
Just cinches up.
It didn't really show the scramble that ensued before this.
And
but
then there he starts using his hips.
Right here, it looks like Lile thinks he's
out.
fine, but it just gets tighter and tighter. And you can tell, there we go. Right here, it's super tight. And as he arches back, it's crushing his jaw. It's choking him. He had no choice but to tap at that point.
Fighter. Radical.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则与量级复赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的蓝方选手蒙古豹阿拉腾沙盖，第二回合2分19秒使用背后裸脚降服获胜。The winner is blue corner, win by rear naked choke.
Guys, the action continues here, and I guarantee this fight is going to be fireworks. I think it's the only fight on the card featuring not a single Chinese fighter. We have two guys here. Excuse me if I get the name wrong. I'm so sorry. KhamdamjonKhurramov. I'm pretty sure about that one. He's from Uzbekistan. He's 3-0 in his pro career, and from all accounts, this guy is a beast. Nicknamed the Eagle. Actually, he has two nicknames. I saw in his tapology that he's also known as the Terminator. The Terminator or the Eagle? Which one are you going with?
The Eagle, man, of course. Can't go against the name the Eagle. And I saw him in the warm-up area. I tried to speak to his cornerman there. I'm not sure what the relationship is. And first I spoke to the guy in Chinese. He said no. I tried English. He said no. And he said Ruski. And I was like, oh,
that's the guy we saw in the elevator.
Yeah, and I was like, well, sorry. I just said Privyet bratan, which basically means What's up, brother? But
Oh,
that's
man of culture over here, speaking multiple languages, even knows some Russian.
wow.
Yeah.
Hi, I can say yes. I can say hi in Russian.
The only Russian I know is bad words that I'm not going to repeat
I
on
know
air.
those two. I know those two. So I'll just say I just know the few words. However, this guy is a wrestler, and he's got a big frame, man. He's not a small guy. For 77.
I'll tell you what, the live chat right now is flooded with Uzbekistan flags. The fans are out here supporting their countrymen, and we appreciate it, guys. Welcome Khurramov to the JCK cage for his JCK debut.
And there we see his opponent, Manap Nurkozha. And Manap, I spoke to him a little bit, tried to interview him. Same problem. Neither him or his cornerman there we see, I'm not sure if his coach or cornerman could speak much English. However, he has been training MMA for 5 years, but his base is boxing. I asked him what he knows about his opponent. He says he knows his opponent is wrestling, but he's prepared an uppercut or a knee for him. So let's see if he's going to use his defensive wrestling or if he's going to knock him out coming in. He does have some striking finishes in his career, even his ground and pound finishes, and I think he loves to stand and straight. When his coach told me, oh, he's a boxer, he said, no. He also does Muay Thai, so he might use some kicks as well. But I think this could be the age-old MMA matchup of striker versus wrestler. I'd love to hear more. If anybody in the live chat here knows who we got, we're going for.
Oh man,
Are we going for Manap or are we going for Khurramov?
there was a flood of Uzbekistan flags, and now there's a flood of Kazakhstan flags.
I'll just put my little white flag in there, the peace flag.
All right,
But
quick,
I
Woody.
get- yes,
What's the capital of Kazakhstan?
Almighty.
Oh, yeah.
Almighty. I don't know if it's Almighty or Almaty. How do you pronounce it?
Almaty? I'm not sure. I thought it was Astana. I could be wrong.
You're the guru on that. Anyway, we welcome Manap Nurkozha to the JCK Red. Only 23 years old. Both these guys very young, and we're happy to get these two warriors. Look at the stare down.
Oh man, at the weigh-ins they had a crazy stare down too.
Look
Whoa!
at the stare down.
Look at this.
Some mind games for Manap.
Hey, we love it.
We love it.
Let's see a great fight here, guys.
I'm happy they waited for the
Oh,
bell though.
he's kind of staring at me down there for a sec. Oh, I'm just a commentator, guys.
We have a look at the tail of a tape, and these guys are tit for tat, both 23 and 5 centimeter reach advantage going to Manap. So the striker might be able to stand on the outside and utilize his
本
hands.
场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子次中量级的复赛争夺，栏目选手身高180公分，臂展183厘米，体重76.70公斤，年龄23岁，来自于 Rustamov Gym。MMA 综合格斗战绩3战全胜。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Uzbekistan. Gets ready for the Eagle, KhamdamjonKhurramov. 本场比赛，红方选手身高182公分，臂展188厘米，体重76.80公斤，年龄23岁，来自于 Berlin Top Team。MMA 综合格斗战绩7战5胜2负。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀。Let's welcome red corner from Kazakhstan. I give you Manap Nurkozha. The referee who charged in this octagon is Mr. Liang Ming.
Fighter.
Back to me. Okay, okay. No bad hand. Okay, start. Back. Back. Back hold. George. Time. Unit.
Fight!
Here we go, guys. It's the fourth fight of the evening. Don't blink. It's Khurramov in the blue versus Manap Nurkozha in the red.
Manap immediately goes for a stiff jab and big push kick.
Seems like some bad blood between these guys. Crazy stare down right before the fight.
Oh, big punch. Oh, look, and it's Manap that takes him down.
Wow,
Manap
Manap with the takedown. We weren't really sure what to expect. You said you thought you'd expect more of a striking approach from Manap.
Absolutely.
And more of a grappling approach from Khurramov. And here we have Manap with the first takedown of the fight.
He's not trying to pass. Not sure why he's not trying to pass. There he is stepping over. Now he's got that cross face.
Manap steps over into half guard here.
Khurramov needs to be careful here, not giving himself a Von Vloek load.
The good old Von Vloek.
Yeah, the Von Vloek needs to be careful.
Shoulder in the carotid artery there. It looks like Manap has passed to side control.
Taking his time here. Very heavy hips here from Manap. Oh, shoulder elbows.
Nice elbow there, posting off the forehead. Knee on belly action.
Tries to get him back in his guard, but pulling that far side ankle.
Nice leg work by Manap there to avoid being re-guarded.
Oh,
like
and he's in full mount.
Taking mount. Let's see if he can land some.
And he has some ground and pound finishes, folks. He has, on paper, he's got some very dangerous ground and pound. I think there's 2 or 3 ground and pound.
Big
elbow.
My goodness,
Oh,
that's
another heavy.
Oh, huge elbow.
3, 4, 5,
The
6,
referee's on top of
7.
it, he stops it.
Oh my God! Heavy elbows. I think he almost broke the cage there.
Massive. And all it took was
Huge
3 or
elbows.
4 big ones, and the referee stopped it. And with righteous cause, I mean, those were heavy shots.
And very patient. Reminds me a little bit of Ali, the lightweight champion, just patiently walking his way in position, slowly, like a slow avalanche.
And it's nice to see that these two embrace each other and show some respect after the fight. I know there was some tension between them before, but after the fight is settled, it's all good, and it's nice to see these 2 warriors show some respect to each other. Congratulations to Manap Nurkozha from Kazakhstan. Very impressive performance. Let's take a look at the finish here. Once he took the mounted position, he landed these brutal elbows. Look at how heavy these...
Huge. Look at this. Boom. 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 Oh, my God. And I'm just surprised. Khurramov, he just laid there and held. He didn't try to recover guard or nothing.
接下来宣布比赛结果：本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则次重量级复赛的最终结果为来自于哈萨克斯坦的红方选手 Manap Nurkozha 第一回合2分01秒使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜。The winner is red corner, win by Guananpang.
Here we go, guys. This is a fight that I'm extremely interested in. One of my former students. I get to call her fight. This is amazing. Fang Lu, here she comes. She's one of the guys. I will tell you, obviously I'm biased. I used to be her instructor. But she is one of the best female grapplers in China. She has competed in just about every jiu-jitsu tournament that you can do in China and has competed abroad as well. A little moment of confusion here. I'm not sure what she's looking around for.
I think she's waiting for her cornerman to bring her mouth guard.
Oh, she needs the mouthpiece. It's not fun dealing with a little mishap like that when you're on your way to the cage and getting ready to fight. She's got another mouthpiece in here. As I was saying, she's an extremely talented grappler. She got her black belt. She went from blue to black belt in about 4 years, I believe. And it's absolutely justified, guys. She competed extensively at brown belt and won just about every jiu-jitsu tournament at brown belt in China that there is to win. And went competed in Japan and did very well as well. She's an extremely talented grappler, and she's like, you know what? Jiu-jitsu's not enough for me anymore. I got to try my hand at MMA. Because guess what? Jiu-jitsu doesn't pay the bills unless you're Gordon Ryan. But, you know, it's really hard to make money as a jiu-jitsu athlete, whereas in MMA, you know, the payouts, paydays are bigger and better. And it's a bigger stage.
Hey, you were telling me she has her own gym now, and she's training with those Unbo guys, right?
Yeah, she opened up her own gym in Chengdu. Chengdu represent, and invites a lot of the guys from Unbo to come and train with her, including, you know, some big names like Sukhbat, a lot of some Unbo fighters at JCK here.
Yeah, I think she gave Choluan a blue belt.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
She's, you know, if you say black belt,
Choluan, it's hard to believe he's only a blue belt, to be honest. But
yeah,
these guys that train away. She's a little bit lost. Went to the wrong corner. Oh man, I hope she can center herself, because she's obviously been thrown off a little bit here in her entry. And she's fighting this young lady, Yixuan, one of my favorite fighters because of her story. You know, she surprised us. I interviewed her, and then she started speaking to me. Well, actually, I interviewed her in Chinese. I couldn't remember, I can't remember what word it was, but a reasonably complex English word. And I started thinking, and she just replied in English. What, you speak English? Like, yeah, I speak English. What? What, you speak English? Like, no, I studied in England. What do you mean you studied English? Like, well, I was actually a Xiao, which means like I was an academic, and my parents sent me to England, to university, to get my master's. Then during COVID, she came back, got locked up in South China. She's from the north, got depression, came out of lockdown and said, I want to do something about this depression. Walked to the nearest gym and said, I want to try something new. Wanted to do kickboxing or Muay Thai. The gym manager says, hey, there's about to be a jiu-jitsu class, and why don't you try it? And I said, okay, and what? Okay, what happened then? She said, no, that's it. What do you mean that's it? Well, I just kept training, and it's been many years. And I never left the gym.
And you know what's crazy about that is, like, she's basically someone that went from being a hobbyist, like, oh, I'm going to try jiu-jitsu to help cure my depression. And then you take that and you become a professional athlete. Man, what's going on? Like, you got to have a gift.
It's not just that, man. You don't understand. When someone says they're Shui Bao in China, it means they do not do sports. She basically spent all her weekends as a child doing extra academic classes, extra math, extra Chinese, extra English classes her whole school career. She did zero sports. I asked her, and now she's a very strong athletic girl. She does have good jiu-jitsu football, but I'm pretty sure she's going to do everything she can to keep this on the feet. And we look at the tail of the tape, we see 4 years younger is Yixuan, but the reach advantage going to Fang Lu.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 女子银量级的复赛争夺，南方选手身高170公分，臂展172厘米，体重57公斤，年龄33岁，来自于中兴八柔俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上是 JCK 战决城的首秀，他就是蓝方选手方洛。 本场比赛，红方选手身高166公分，臂展160厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄29岁，来自于 GP 综合格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩9战6胜3负 ，JCK 战决城战绩6战5胜1负，他就是红方选手大正Yixuan。 本场比赛场上裁判胡金涛。
You got to be excited for this one, right?
Absolutely, guys. Final fight of the prelims. It's Fang Lu in the blue versus Yixuan in the red.
Oh, Fang Lu immediately kicks things off with a nice low kick.
You know, it's funny.
Yixuan goes with a straight right.
Pardon me, I asked Fang Lu right before weigh-ins yesterday, I was like, how's your striking coming? And she's like, Iban. Which is like, so. But, you know, we watched her last fight together in the hotel room, and it looked pretty good.
Li Yixuan's pretty well-rounded though, and I think she's going to try to keep it on the feet. But
Both
how long before Fang Lu gets that takedown?
Both of them have grappling backgrounds. I'm not sure how strong Fang Lu's wrestling game is. I know her jiu-jitsu game is super solid, but she competes primarily in the gi and will often pull guard.
That was a heavy leg kick and a nice right hand that Fang Lu walked straight into. Fang Lu is super aggressive though.
Fang Lu has
Eats a lot of jabs.
big reach advantage in this one. She has a 12-centimeter reach advantage.
But Li Yixuan's piecing her up, buddy. I mean, he's had a lot of jabs and straight crosses already, but Fang Lu aggressively going forward.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see how this fight looks if and when it hits the ground.
I'm not curious. I'll take a strong bet to say that Fang Lu's going to have a big advantage.
Yeah, I would.
Beautiful calf kicks.
The fan in me wants to see them grapple. Personally.
I think the coach in you too, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well,
you can't say you're not biased, but
I'm gonna do my best to be completely unbiased.
we forgive you, buddy. I'll be shouting for
You know.
student too. Oh, so many calf kicks though.
She was one of the first females I've witnessed personally in China to tap out like a man. When she just started jiu-jitsu, she was a white belt. I think she had been doing jiu-jitsu for maybe a month or two, and guy comes to try out the class and is like, what is this jiu-jitsu stuff? And she just tapped him repeatedly.
Li Yixuan working those calf kicks.
So far contested exclusively on the feet, not a single takedown attempt from either.
Oh, another calf kick.
It definitely hurts. I feel like striking advantage probably goes to Li Yixuan. She also has a lot more pro experience. Okay, here we go.
This is where Li Yixuan,
See if Fang Lu can press her up against the fence. She does.
Li Yixuan framing so hard on her face, trying to create space here. Create space.
Free.
Eat some punches on the exit, but manages to avoid the tie-ups.
You could tell she really did not want to get taken down.
Yeah.
She was like fighting it off with everything she had. I'm sure she's heard about the grappling skills of Fang Lu.
That's a counter-punching where Li Yixuan's slipping. It's called stopping punches, where you slip to one side and punch at the same time. Oh, there's an elbow.
Jab by Fang Lu.
Another calf kick.
Fang Lu the one marching forward, and you know what? Li Yixuan's face is a little marked up. You see some redness around her nose and just under her right eye. Got a overhook there, nice
for elbow. Li Yixuan is so scared to commit, to go forward. I think she needs to sit a bit forward when she punches. She's almost running away when she punches. She needs to.
Yeah, you can tell she's just ever so hesitant to close, to really commit to closing the distance.
Well, I mean, if you were to go against one of the best female grapplers in the whole country,
Yeah,
which is a couple of
big right hand by Fang Lu lands there.
both of them exchanging there.
The striking was actually surprising me.
Oh, nice kick. Followed up with some nice jabs from Fang Lu.
After having dominated the grappling circuit for a while here in China, at 33 years old, you think that the time is now for her if she wants to try to take a run at, like a serious run in MMA. Looks like she's committing to it. Got a good stable of training partners.
Now she's trying to avoid those calf kicks.
I remember Li Yixuan's last fight was against that Korean fighter.
And she was doing pretty good, but the Korean is so good at standing up. Really good striking.
I remember
it's a bit of a different matchup for her.
Li Yixuan was winning that fight until she got caught. Knee to the body, I believe. Good first round between these two. Tough to score. Close one.
Yeah, well, Fang Lu definitely more aggressive walking forward, and Li Yixuan doing well to avoid the takedowns, but I'll be interested.
头有点太偏了，先深呼吸。再来，你看他听你第一招的同时， 一外翻，把你的胫骨给他，你手一 OK， 把你胫骨给他，这是一种。第二
Was the aggressor.
I thought that she was aggressive, but Li Yixuan tagged her more, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think Fang Lu landed the better punches, and Li Yixuan had some nice leg kicks. Both landing here. Nothing, no massive shots. Like, neither fighter was hurt in that round. Competitive first round in what was essentially a kickboxing fight between two grapplers.
Ready, fight!
All set for round two between Fang Lu in the blue and Li Yixuan in the red. I still think that's such a cool story, going from just like, hey, I think I'm gonna check out a jiu-jitsu class, like well into your adult life, to then being like a pro MMA fighter.
That's the way she says it, like, it's not that I wanted it. She never left the gym and kept staying there and just ended up being a fighter. Oh, beautiful, look at that, just pushes the and ends with a nice elbow. Just frames on the chin, pushes upwards.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job of using those frames to not allow Fang Lu to clasp her hands together, get any sort of really good upper body control, and then just slip out. Obviously, the game plan is to avoid grappling exchanges wherever possible.
They exchange kicks. Beautiful double underhooks here from Fang Lu. This is a good hit.
Let's see. Now she's on the legs. Let's see if she can work something here. Trying to step behind and trip her. Li Yixuan doing a good job jacking that underhook up.
Li Yixuan on the body hook now.
I was wondering if Fang Lu was going to pull guard. I was wondering.
Guard.
She's got like awesome triangles, arm bars. Let's see if she can work something
Goes
here.
to the high guard.
I mean, we were just talking about this with Leo Tong today, how pulling guard in MMA generally is not the best idea anymore.
But you know, it depends. If you have confidence in your game and if you're elite at something, you can break the rules.
True. But if you get stuck on the bottom for the rest of the round, you drop a round in a very close fight.
Yeah.
Could be a strategic mishap. She's climbing this guard up. Nice sweep there. Now let's see if she tries to get on top.
Is she going for a leg lock there?
It looks like she is trying to go for a leg. I was gonna say, like, you had the sweep. Why not just stand up and get on top?
Holding leg.
That's the jiu-jitsu competitor in her. Go for some barambolos. Okay, so she does get on top now, and this is her world. So let's see if she can make something happen here.
I think Li Yixuan there made a big mistake. They're trying to hold the legs, not scrambling back up to her feet.
So she has passed the
Look at
guard.
that beautiful crossface, deep underhook. She's starting to cut. There's a knee cut coming along.
Li Yixuan's able to hang on to border guard a little bit here. No, passed again.
Last knee on belly.
Like to see her land some elbows here. That left elbow's right there.
Corner shouting to her. Drop some elbows. Oh, but she's in full mount.
Oh, Li Yixuan able to
Li Yixuan.
time that bridge
She
just
needs to get her elbow out there. And
perfectly.
Fang is already starting to build up for some submissions.
Looking for that triangle. All right. Let's see. Li Yixuan's able to pop her head out, and she's gonna. Oh! Was that a legal kick?
I don't know if it was to the body or the face.
It looked like it was to the face. Fang Lu ate it though. Ate it like a club sandwich, and here we are.
Like a boot to the face.
She kind of looked at the ref, was like, was that an illegal kick? But ref didn't say anything, so we proceed on.
Both these girls throwing bombs. Fang Lu is really so aggressive and tough. Look at her just marching forward.
Hard left hand by Li Yixuan, and Fang Lu just eats it.
Yeah, she's so tough.
Does that speak to the chin of Fang Lu? Or?
Yeah, no, Fang Lu's got a lot of punches, man. She's so tough and durable.
A lot of leg kicks too. You also have to remember that Fang Lu's only had 2 fights, and this is Li Yixuan's 10th fight as a pro. So, you know, a significant gap in pro MMA experience. You can kind of tell in these transitions here that Fang Lu is still a little green, right?
Yeah, his striking is also a little slow. He's also a little bit unorthodox. Don't forget, he is a grappling-based MMA fighter. So
Yeah. So it's interesting.
half kicks.
Yeah. They're scoring all night.
Goes back to the calf again.
Man, I've been so tense for this fight the whole time. Great second round between these two. 1-1 going into third. Close round.
Maybe.
Who do you give that to?
I give that to Li Yixuan, and I don't know, the first one's close, man. I'm up in the air on the first one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2-1 or 2-0.
大哥，就这样打，你看脚步灵活一点，脚步灵活一点。中卫揉手揉手，
I don't know.
这回合一定要早点进入地面。我跟你说了，说了。
Look at some of that action from the second round clash of shins there.
Just remember Li Yixuan, I mean, she does train with Johnny Peng. You see her there in the corner talking to you. He's one of the toughest MMA grapplers we have, you know? Like, he's very tough.
Check out this. Oh, I thought that was the sweep they're going to show. She hit a really nice sweep there. Boom.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was right on the timing. I'm not sure if her leg was still on the floor.
Hard to say. Must not have felt too nice.
No.
We saw there, it kind of landed more with the foot, though. Not a fight ender.
Ready? Fight!
Third and final round between these two warriors. It is Fang Lu in the blue and Li Yixuan in the red. We see Fang Lu charging forward, attempting to tie up right away. You know she would greatly prefer this
Nice
fight
kick.
to take place on the floor.
Checks the kick as Li Yixuan goes for a kick of her own.
I feel like those kicks are really starting to score for Li Yixuan. Level change by Fang Lu. Met well.
Another heavy calf kick.
Li Yixuan looks fresh. Moving quickly. Is she going to follow her to the ground? She wants to welcome her up. Fang Lu's like, hey, I remember that time you kicked me in the face when I tried to get up.
Yes.
So,
Like, I'm avoiding that again. Nice little slipping.
Fang Lu's
Right
right
cross
here
there.
from Amboa, urging her on. It's a very close fight. I can't help but feel as though Li Yixuan has kind of pulled ahead here in this one, though.
Fang Lu needs to throw a flurry of punches and look for a tangle up here. Like, she's aggressive and tough, but she just doesn't have the power in her striking. That Li Yixuan doing some damage, unfortunately.
She seems, I don't mean to sound critical, but she seems a little flat-footed and a little bit slower than Li Yixuan.
She did tell you her striking is Iba. She needs to get this fight to the floor. Oh, goes to the body.
Li Yixuan is kind of taking over here in this third round.
Oh, that hurts, man. Those calf kicks. Look at her legs starting to swell up now. I like it when fighters sharp when they punch. And then what you do is you start with, and then what you kind of like Pavlov dogs them, like you brainwash them. And then you,
That's starting to bother her now, that calf kick.
that calf is not happy right now.
We saw her limp, and
Yep,
she's now she's switching stances. You do see some swelling, some pretty bad swelling
Man, that looks
on the lead leg of Fang Lu. Repeated calf kicks by Li Yixuan have compromised
another one.
Fang Lu significantly.
Damage there.
Another one.
My
And
God.
we can see it really starting to take its toll.
Now she's just headhunting. Li Yixuan is punching the head. The moment she doesn't respect the punch, she's kicking her.
She smells the finish here. Look at the swelling on Fang Lu's calf. It looks like she's pretty close to
Tapping out here, yes.
To breaking. It's hard for me to say, but
the leg.
You know, with only a couple pro fights under her belt, this might be a position that she's never found herself in before.
Big punches here from Li Yixuan as well. Fang switching stance. Doing the right thing. She's got to protect that leg. Don't put it in front.
Yeah, she's almost completely defensive at this point.
Right punch. Go straight through.
Trying to hide that compromised leg. Li Yixuan
throws her off.
She smells the finish. You know she wants a finish. She got finished herself in her last fight, so it would be a big statement to come back and take Fang Lu's off her undefeated record here.
Oh, big right hand right on the button. Another flurry of punches. How long before she sinks in another low kick? Another calf kick there.
Fang Lu's really trying to hide it. You can tell she does not want to get kicked there again.
Another one. Does a push kick. Fang Lu comes forward.
Got
legs almost buckle underneath her.
Yeah, she saw a moment there and tried to pounce on her opponent, but it wasn't there. Less than 30 seconds to go.
Oh, big body kick as well.
This has been a huge third round for Li Yixuan.
The toughness of Fang Lu. Is that something you taught her?
I don't think toughness is really something you can teach. You got it or you don't. Fang Lu is super tough. Oh, another hard one there, and we're gonna make it to the final bell here. Great fight between these two warriors. That was a tough one.
How crazy is that? They don't even, there's no big hugs and loves and kisses. These girls are in it to win it. So
Gotta be.
Who you got?
Li Yixuan, 29-28, maybe even 30-27. I'm saying that is a good friend of Fang Lu. That leg, that's not going to feel nice tomorrow, I'll tell you what.
Well, she showed how tough she is, and she can definitely take a punch.
Super tough.
Super tough. She had a lot of punches right on the chin.
Let's look at the highlights here from that fight.
But the game plan from Li Yixuan just spot on.
Oh,
Keep her on her feet and just chop away that leg. Exactly what she did.
I think her and her team knew that they would probably have the advantage on the feet, and Fang Lu probably had an advantage in the grappling, so they're like, let's play to our strengths. Here we see Fang Lu pull guard. She was actually able to hit a nice sweep here. Oh, no, it wasn't here. Earlier than that, and spent some time on top. Got booted in the face.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 1 32-27；2号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 2 32-27；3号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定，红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the red corner, Li Yixuan. 接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上正赛环节的比赛。
也可以，后摆前摆，哦，这漂亮！后摆前摆，后摆，欧走，这次是高高举起，好的，也不能小心啊，小心啊！奥斯苏龙，后拉起扛个多，10分钟，最后掌赢，但是奥斯苏龙头啊，出来了，漂亮，上位砸前，上位砸前，突防转换太快了，要严重了，哇，这个方式膝盖，好摔，这一次拳头的刚头抬，看一下后搭上了，这个位置相逢吗？手指相逢，看一下，没有拍，来了，一次后入拳，这要抓起后入拳，击倒了一晃，连续打击，一晃有没有机会？起身看一下，小急了，再来连续拳。后手的后拳，上位发球，结束了，天哪！
本场比赛，蓝方选手叶德里、穆黑亚提来自于黑虎搏击俱乐部 JCK 战决胜战绩4战3胜。上场比赛仅用时34秒，成功降服对手。他对手Qiumuergu来自于北极狼格斗俱乐部，技术全面。JCK 战决胜战绩11战5胜5负，1战无结果。接下来两位选手即将展开交锋。
Qiumuergu steps into the JCK cage.
阿弟的比赛呢，拥有将近70%的终结率，而且他的比赛从来没有打到判定。
我的预感是他可能前面会跟我打战役，但是最终他还是会来摔我。
哇！连续出拳，来自阿弟！哦天哪！哦！
He drops it now, looking for the finish. Thomas Van drips in to stop the fight. TKO victory.
他场出拳。
叶德里、穆黑亚提。
我尊重每一名我的对手，无论他们比我强或者比我弱，在我眼里，他们只是我的对手而已。
Very technical, fast and dangerous. He has very technical wall wrestling, great submissions. He's durable and has never been finished.
登陆台，
看一下，
看一下，左脚扣搭上了这个位置。
啊，
来来来来，哦，
结束了！
天哪！
哇，叶德里，
叶德利穆黑亚提第15次使用手臂窒息技降服对手。
我们来一场精彩的战力大战吧。他的战力跟我不是一个水平的，我的比赛都没有打满过，要么我被 Q， 要么他被我 Q。
All right, guys, after a very exciting prelim card, we bring you the main card. 4 fights on our main card here tonight, and this is the first among them. Help me welcome Yedeli Muheiyati to the JCK cage for his 5th fight in JCK. He's currently 3-1 in the promotion. I'm a big fan of this guy. Very tall for lightweight, not lightweight, excuse me, flyweight. Maybe I said lightweight because he looks like a lightweight.
Yes, and I mean, he trained under the like the Chinese commentator Liu Chong for a long time. Now he's a black tiger, but very well-rounded. He came onto our radar in that 4-man tournament, that rookie tournament, where he won the thing and like the whole thing on one night. So you have to fight twice in one night. He did that, got the wins, and made a huge impression on us. With, I mean, just so well-rounded.
It's not easy. I don't think JCK does that anymore. Do they still do the 4-man rookie tournament? Haven't seen one in a minute. That's a throwback, old school, fighting twice in one night. He did it, and the guy he beat, looking at it now, Tuohetaerbieke, he was 9-3 in that fight, and that's a really good win. So he has the tools to beat really good fighters, obviously. He's 3-1 in JCK. He just beat Tuohetaerbieke in his last fight by ninja choke in 34 seconds. So you got to think, coming off that, he's feeling pretty confident. He looked super confident at the weigh-ins. Man, I got Tuohetaerbieke confused with Tuohetaerbieke.
He's got incredibly fast strikes. I think the power advantage would be in his opponent, but this kid is fast and very slick submissions.
Here he is, Yedeli Muheiyati.
Walking out of the red corner now is his opponent, Qiumuergu. Qiumuergu is 25 years old and is also known as RD. He's one of the fighters who's looking to break through and really stabilize himself at the top tier of this division. He has a current record of 6-1, but he's very tough. And we saw in that crazy exchange he had with Junye. We will see in the next bout. But in that fight with Gao, he was badly rocked, but instead of shutting up and avoiding exchanges, you know, to try and recover, he just planted his feet and started swinging. And he's very, very tough. Has a great chin and has so much power in his hands. Watch out for his calm confidence and his like assassin-like focus and energy throughout the fight. He's always looking to finish the fights. And I think this is a very, very good matchup. In my opinion, probably the closest matchup on the card. I don't know who's going to win this. I wouldn't bet my money on winning this because the power advantage, I believe, is Qiumuergu or Ayidin, and the technical speed, the grappling and the wrestling, the speed advantage is going to Yedeli. But Qiumuergu is just so tough and so powerful. It's going to be exciting. It could be any man's fight tonight.
Great fight on paper. I said it was one of the fights I was looking forward to the most on this entire card. I think it's a great matchup. How do you think Qiumuergu is going to do with the height and reach disadvantage that he's at in this fight?
I don't think that'll bother him. I think the biggest thing is the speed. If he'll be able to counter the speed of Yedeli, if he'll be able to touch Yedeli, I think that's going to be a key factor. And also, if he goes to the ground, I know he has jiu-jitsu too, but I don't think he is at the same caliber of Yedeli once it hits the deck. So if he can keep the fight standing. Yedeli has, you know, he's not very strong, but he's technically strong, if that makes sense to you. He's got a very, very good technique. And folks back home, good technique makes you feel so much stronger. Anyway, enough talking. We're going to hit the action pretty soon. Ayidin steps into the JCK cage once again. We look at the tape, and it's that reach, 6 centimeter reach advantage and 8 centimeters height difference between these two young fighters.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子银量级的正赛争夺，蓝方选手身高178公分，臂展177厘米，体重57.40公斤，年龄23岁，来自于黑虎搏击俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩5战3胜2负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩4战3胜1负，他就是蓝方选手 Yedeli Muheiyati。本场比赛，红方选手身高170公分，臂展171厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于北极狼格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩19战12胜6负，1战无结果。JCK 战决胜战绩11战5胜5负，1战无结果。他就是红方选手一人勇士Qiumuergu。今天晚上比赛非常高兴，邀请到了国内著名的擂台解说专家侯宇老师和刘聪老师，他们两位将在现场为大家带来今天晚上比赛的直播评述。同时，英文解说的部分非常荣幸的邀请到了著名的综合格斗运动员、教练，同时也是赛事评论员的 Pogiatzeas 和 Tuohetaerbieke 进行现场呈现。Welcome！ 同时还要特别感谢言之有理赵岩老师以及我们的特约评论员方乐老师的鼎力相助。本场比赛场上裁判白云峰。
Judge, time. Ready, fight!
All set to go for the first fight on our main card between Yedeli Muheiyati in the blue and Qiumuergu Ayidin in the red.
His nickname being Ayidin, Yedeli. Chen really, look, both these guys stand up very tall and straight.
Yedeli is very tall for this weight class. This is the 57 kilo weight class.
Watch out for Ayidin, has a beautiful rolling overhand with his right.
125 pounds in freedom units for our American friends watching back home.
Yeah, for the freedom units, don't be fooled. Ayidin has power much more than his division. He's got very powerful in this division.
I think the concept of flyweights lacking power is a dated concept because we've seen a lot of big knockouts in this division,
Look at how
especially in
fast
JCK.
Yedeli really staying on the outside, keeping him at range, using those long kicks. Big punch thrown by Adi. So far, Adi's not landed anything.
We thought that the physicality would be
A problem for
a
Yedeli.
problem for Yedeli in this
I
one.
think if he allows Adi to make it a brawl and exchange closer. Oh, so fast is Yedeli.
Lead head kick
He's going for.
finds its mark, but was blocked enough that it wasn't a huge problem.
Good Yedeli doing that exiting hook. Shakes out his arms.
Both guys still pretty young, 23 years old for Yedeli. Oh, hard.
Exchanging calf kicks, tit for tat, but I think Yedeli getting the better of that exchange.
That was a hard low kick by Yedeli. Nice left hand by Adi. Qiumuergu.
Fast kick from Yedeli inside. We haven't seen him use his right cross. He has a very good straight right cross. And Adi has a beautiful kind of overhand looping cross as well. Oh, two good tips.
Qiumuergu, win or lose, he's going to break his 500 record here tonight. He's 6-6-1. So it's going to swing, unless it's somehow another no contest, which is statistically
Look at
pretty
this,
high.
nice. Yedeli put on the pressure. He's got Adi up against the cage wall.
Yedeli looks great so far. Really utilizing his reach quite well.
Oh, goes for a head kick.
Heard that one sound throughout the arena. And Qiumuergu tries to land one of
This
his
is
own.
good for Yedeli that once your opponent starts copying you, it means like what you did, he's irritated and he'll shadow your movements and
Yeah, he wants to get it back.
get it back, and that's
You got him.
well, you're in his head a little bit. Yedeli looking very relaxed. So fast.
Nice low kick and a shake of the head by Yedeli, saying, can't hurt me with those. Pretty measured approach from both guys. Neither guy really committing, throwing down too hard in the pocket.
Oh, nice little body kick. Both guys exchanging stiff jabs there. Oh, nice 1-2. Yedeli's starting to have fun. He's starting to showboat a little bit. He's loosening up, and this is not what you want to have. Is a
Heard that one. Thudding kick by Qiumuergu.
number one. There was kind of check.
Yedeli just really using his kicks from range very well.
Adi's just gave him back two. Missed the third.
I feel like due to his height advantage, he's able to kick from a slightly further range.
Yes,
Yedeli.
and he's very good at keeping that distance as well. Just staying on the outside, picking apart. Now Yedeli's trying to cut him off. Spinning back kick.
Qiumuergu
Step through cross.
with the occasional stance switch as well. Nice leg kick by Yedeli. Answered back by Adi. Adi, of course, being Qiumuergu's nickname. Competitive first round between these two. Nothing big landed, but
That's a hard one to score.
yeah.
Probably Yedeli just because he landed more.
Slight advantage, Yedeli.
Power
看
advantage.
现在可以纠结个节奏，看徒手徒摇，同时也有。
Pogiatzeas gibi. Sodan keyin ne qilasizligini swing nima? Swingga urma. Swingga urma. Unda o'tib tushimga qoldim. Tushundingmi?
In output, he was throwing a little bit more. Both guys landed some nice leg kicks. That head kick landed, I guess.
So fast. No, his hand was up.
There just wasn't a whole lot of power on it. Competitive first round. Qiumuergu has fought 11 times in JCK. Wow. Of his 13 pro fights, 11 of them have been in JCK. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Only 2 fights outside the promotion.
But Yedeli's also spent pretty much the whole pro career here in this organization.
Double glove touch to start off round 2 between Yedeli in the blue and Qiumuergu in the red.
Qiumuergu coming out southpaw, immediately putting on the pressure.
I'd like to see a little more action in this second round. First round was a pretty measured approach from either guy.
Yeah, but this is exactly what a fighter like Yedeli wants to do. He kind of wants to keep you nervous on the outside and make you hesitate to come in. And slowly the fight just creeps away from you as it picks you apart with speed and range. And if I was in Yedeli's corner, do what you're doing and keep doing it. You're irritating him. He's gonna reach for it. He's gonna overcompensate, and you'll be able to punish him and counter. But I think what Ayidin's corner sometimes like, put your hands up closer and just close the range.
Oh. Leaping in the air is Yedeli. This is the first real grappling.
Oh, beautiful! Right to the middle. Yedeli immediately resets. You don't want to stand in the pocket with Ayidin.
Big right hand landed for Yedeli. I'm going to say that was really the first grappling exchange that we'd seen in the fight so far, but it didn't last very long. Kind of a quick tie up with a caught kick.
Right now, look what he does. He goes steps in, steps out, changes angle, re-enters. Changing angle so well. Nice liver kick and counter. Then followed by counter from Ayidin. Oh!
Nice kick.
He got him on the liver. He hurt him. But look at...
That looked similar to what we
still
saw.
hurting. He's still hurting. He's covering up his body, but he's still throwing back. Ayidin is looking for the finish, trying to hit the body. And Yedeli is really covering up his ribs here, trying to catch him coming in.
You know, that's similar to what we saw at the last event with Nartai.
You're right. And look at Yedeli. Can he get this fight to the ground? And can he solidify this on top?
Wow, true grit and toughness shown by Yedeli.
And smarts, man. He was running away, covered his hands, and just throwing back, keeping Ayidin honest.
Got hurt really bad to the body. Was it a body kick that landed?
Yes.
And then Qiumuergu was just hunting for that body after.
Nice elbows. Goes to the head looking for an elbow.
Let's see how well he's recovered. Is he still hurt?
Normally the liver shots last about a minute.
That is a huge turning point in this fight for Qiumuergu. I mean, he was pretty close to getting his man out of there.
Yep. Yedeli needs to be careful what he goes for. Liver kick of his own.
Looking to go to the body again, hard with the
beautiful spinning kick.
Spinning back kick to the head.
It was blocked, but still beautiful technique there. That was blocked.
We see Yedeli is very aware of that spot, and he's keeping his right elbow pretty low, like tucked.
Needs to be careful that the kick doesn't get faked to the liver and hits his face.
I was just going to say, that's when you fake one of the body and go up high. So now, Qiumuergu is looking to initiate some grappling offense of his own. A mad scramble ensues as he got a bulldog choke. How many bulldog chokes have we seen?
He's just holding on to that neck like crazy.
Oh my goodness, and he's got the rear naked choke. I can't tell if it's under the chin.
Underneath, but
he doesn't have the hooks in. He's just cranking on it with no hooks in. Let's see. I mean, it is possible to finish without hooks, but it's not even under the chin.
He Yedeli now looking for a takedown himself.
Crazy second round between these two.
Look at this. He's going for Qiumuergu. Yedeli. Now Yedeli's jumping to the back. Only 15 seconds. Oh, but he looks like he's got that arm. Oh, no, it wasn't under.
He's got the body triangle. Unfortunately,
10 seconds.
Only 10 seconds left to work. Even if he slapped on a choke right now, Qiumuergu could survive to the bell.
And surely that liver shot. He's down that round. That liver shot was so obvious.
Crazy second round between these two. Both men had their moments. Want to take a look at that body kick on the replay. Take a look here at the second round. Can't wait to see that body kick. Was that the one there?
Yep, the toe's going in. Because then he throws you, boom! It keeps him honest.
And after that, you know, Qiumuergu just kept targeting the body, and it also led to him landing some big shots upstairs too.
Stay out. Out.
Man, this fight is up in the air. I told you this is as closely matched as it could be.
And the fighters embrace with a hug to get things started for round 3. Very close fight between these two. Both guys have had their moments. It's Yedeli in the blue and Qiumuergu in the red, excuse me. Oh, hard cap kick.
Both guys southpaw. Really switching back. Got to be careful for Ayidin's round kick to the liver from that southpaw stance.
Yeah, you know that one. It's like you said. It's like you got him with the toes, because you didn't really see the whole slap of the shin go in there. Just caught him right on the end.
Livers, sensitive little organs. Referee telling them to work.
Your body doesn't appreciate trauma to the liver.
Nice body kick from Yedeli.
Vital organ.
That was blocked. Another one blocked.
Really scoring very well with those power left kicks.
Kick. Oblique kick there. Straight to the middle. Surprised that Yedeli hasn't used that straight cross more. He's so fast with it.
Nice left hand by Qiumuergu. Yedeli answering back
with a step to the upper. Oh! Says sorry, because he hit him with the knee and the foot went up and hit him in the groin.
Yeah.
Says sorry.
Qiumuergu must be wearing a pretty good cup. Didn't appear to feel that one at all. Nice.
Nice 1-2.
Very nice left hand by Yedeli there.
And he's the one kicking. Oh, beautiful 1-2 again.
You know, it could be 1-1 going into the third here.
I think it is 1-1 going into the third.
I think we both agreed that Yedeli probably edged out the first round, and that Qiumuergu probably took the second with that big liver shot. So this is the key pivotal round here. Still up for grabs. Halfway.
Both these guys really respecting their opponents. Oh, nice punches from Yedeli. Goes to the head. Qiumuergu just shells up. Managed to avoid most of the damage there.
I feel like Yedeli has probably gotten the better of the striking exchanges so far in the third round.
Yeah, he's got the speed, but like I said before, just gotta respect the power. It only takes one kick from Ayidin or one punch. This guy has game-changing power, you know.
Absolutely. I feel like he's a much better fighter than his 6-6 record would suggest. As is Yedeli for that matter. It just goes to show you what a Shark Tank Chinese MMA is, guys.
Especially at these levels. 57, 61, and 66. flyweight, bantamweight, and featherweight are just stacked.
With a minute and a half here to go. Could be anyone's fight.
Both these guys, the corners shouting to them to keep the action going. Yedeli just picking apart with those kicks, staying active. Nice little look low punch high. Yedeli with a return.
Final minute of the fight in a very competitive bout between these two warriors. Yedeli and Muheiyati and Qiumuergu. Hard low kick.
Nice calf kick. Really shutting down Adi in this third round, feels like. Just taking apart and staying on the outside. Fighting smart is Yedeli.
I'm surprised that Qiumuergu did not come out a little bit more aggressive in this round, given that he had his man hurt. 15 seconds left here in the third and final round.
Push kick.
If either fighter were to drop one another, that could swing the entire outcome of the fight.
Absolutely. I think Yedeli's doing the right thing, just staying very active, picking him apart. I think that probably won him that round. Let's see. Some sportsmanship shown between these two. I don't know who won the first round. I guess that is the question we want to know, because in my opinion, Adi won the, Qiumuergu won the second round and Yedeli won the third. But
yeah, 2 and 3 I think were pretty clear. First round, well, a lot has transpired since the first round. At the time, I believe I gave a slight edge to Yedeli. You never know.
I'm with you on that one.
Take a look at some of the action here. In the first round, you saw both guys landing a lot of kicks from the outside. Nice head kick there by Yedeli.
And the only really significant damage we saw was that that liver kick
right here. Got him with the toes.
And then he was like, boom!
Yedeli could not disguise the pain. And Qiumuergu just kept hunting for that body, hunting for the finish, but he could not get it. And then we saw Yedeli recover and actually
come back in the third, yeah.
Yeah, come back very well in the third. Let's see what the judges have to say.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判27比30 ，Judge Number 1 27 to 30；2号裁判28比29 ，Judge Number 2 28 to 29；3号裁判27比30 ，Judge Number 3 27 to 30。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定蓝方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China. The blue corner, Yedeli Muheiyati. 接下来将会进行是一场银量级的正赛交锋。蓝方选手ZelangZhaxi来自于恩波格斗俱乐部，拳法精准；他对手铁拳歌王高俊也来自于龙云综合格斗俱乐部，拥有非常出色的地面缠斗水准。两位选手都急需一场胜利来证明自己。那么今天晚上谁能够成功突围？比赛即刻开战！
我是ZelangZhaxi恩波格斗运动员，这次的目标是不光是要拿下高俊也，还要打出精彩的比赛，拿到战决城的合同。
我叫高俊也，来自哈尔滨黑龙江龙云综合格斗馆。这场比赛我备战得很充分，把自己所学的东西全部展示出来。 这就是我想要的。信心100%，我充满了对比赛胜利的渴望。
小钢炮ZelangZhaxi。
我不说100%的信心，但是我一定会全力以赴。
野拳歌王高俊杰。
Looking for the finish. Beautiful dirty boxing, holding the back of the head and just stopping uppercut into the face.
Oh, he got
sits him
clipped.
down.
Oh,
He
the
catches
right
him
hand.
again with the right hand.
ZelangZhaxi pouring it on with some big shots.
我的比赛一直都很精彩，这场比赛我一样不会辜负大家。
All set, folks, for the second fight of our main card this evening. It is ZelangZhaxi coming out of the blue corner. Xiao Gangpao, his nickname translates to the Little Rocket. Baidu Translate had it as Pocket Rocket.
Pocket rocket.
But I don't know about that one.
I think he's a pocket rocket man.
Pocket rocket?
He's so powerful. Like, he's a really good striker. So dangerous and durable.
He's only had one fight in JCK despite being around forever. Been fighting pro for almost 10 years. First fight was in 2016. Here we are in 2025. He's fought all over the place, including in some pretty big promotions. His debut in JCK was a really tough matchup. He fought Qiumuergu, who's one of the better fighters in this division. A guy who's ranked in the top 10, so that's just a tough one. But, you know, that just goes to show how highly regarded ZelangZhaxi is, because in his first fight they gave him such a tough guy. He's only 27 years old, but he's had 30 pro fights. Isn't that amazing? Like,
it's crazy at that age to have had so many fights. But yeah, man, he's one of so many tough fighters coming out of that province in Sichuan. He's just really, really nice to watch. And I'm telling you, this fight I have pegged down for the biggest percentage not going the distance.
Oh yeah?
Gao Junye, his opponent, has had 20 wins in his career, and 19 of them were finishes.
Oh.
And ZelangZhaxi, same. He just finishes people. So this is a
70% finish rate. It's still pretty good. ZelangZhaxi. All right, on Buwei Fight Club. Let's go.
There we see his opponent, Gao Junye, the Iron Fist King. It's a very suitable name for him. Yeah, but the fans, just to let you guys know, in Chinese it sounds even better. Tie Chen Wang. And
that does sound badass.
Yeah. And actually, Tie Chen, there's a very famous, the first Chinese fighter to go international is a guy called Zhang Qiuquan.
The Mongolian, what was his name?
Zhang Qiuquan. And
Mongolian Wolf or something like that.
Yeah, and anyway, Tie Chen Wang, he is a finisher. Like I just said, out of his 20 wins, 19 were finishers. He just doesn't love to go to distance. And historically, every time it needs to go to the scorecards, it's bad for him, because out of 8 decisions in his career, he's only won 1 decision. So he definitely doesn't like to go to the judges' scorecard, and his opponent is also a finisher. I think Gao has the advantage once this hits the deck. I think physically he might be more powerful. He's a jacked fighter, but I by no means say that ZelangZhaxi doesn't have power in his hands. I think both these guys have very, very good power in their hands. I do think on the feet, Gao needs to avoid taking punches on the chin, because ZelangZhaxi is incredibly durable, and there have been some questions raised about, you know, the durability of Gao Junye's chin. But man, 34 years old, an absolute veteran, coming from a good team. He's got wins over Cai Chongxiong, Zahar, and Li Hongji, an absolute stud. This is going to be a war. If we look at the television tape, we see ZelangZhaxi is 7 years younger, slightly shorter, but he has an 11-centimeter reach advantage.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子银量级的正赛争夺，南方选手身高168公分，臂展176厘米，体重57.30公斤，年龄27岁，来自于恩波格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩30战20胜9负1平 ，JCK 战略城战绩1战1负，他就是小钢炮ZelangZhaxi。本场比赛，红方选手身高172公分，臂展165厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄34岁，来自于龙云综合格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩26战19胜7负 ，JCK 战略城战绩3战1胜2负，他就是红方选手铁拳歌王高俊野。本场比赛场上裁判王安莹。
开始。注意击打后脑，注意裆部，不要抓路啊。OK。Judge. Hi. Ready. Boy.
All set for this one. It is ZelangZhaxi in the blue versus Junye in the red. Great matchup.
Oh, nice 1-2 from Junye, goes to the body with the right cross. Big low kick from ZelangZhaxi.
Indeed. ZelangZhaxi is 7 years younger.
Junye throws a big overhand.
Both guys have over 30 pro fights. So both guys are definitely veterans of the game.
Oh my God, huge uppercut. He drops him again, looking for the finish.
He was rocked there.
The Chen of ZelangZhaxi is he human?
Undeniably.
Gets dropped again and he wrestles his way up. Now he's on top, but look, Junye looking for the,
He logged it up with Kimura. He just decides to let it go. Man, the sound of that uppercut, just like I heard his like jaw cracked together.
He was out, and when he hit the deck, he woke up. Oh, Junye, he's already got his hand under the chin. He's going to connect his hands. If he can connect the hands, he's shifting back to look for that guillotine.
Now, okay, so this is a bit of trouble now for
ZelangZhaxi. To squeeze his on. This is not good for ZelangZhaxi.
You also have to wonder, like, getting rocked like that, maybe
he does
compromise his ability to defend, but he is defending well now. If he can skip that knee over, I think the threat will essentially be neutralized.
Yep. If Junye can change the left elbow, he's squeezing.
He's squeezing really hard, but
might blow out his arms.
If he doesn't get it, he risks blowing out his arms.
Yep. Now he has back in his close guard.
Man, that was crazy. What is ZelangZhaxi's chin made out of?
This guy's so tough.
Titanium.
And you know, he dropped him, fell down, got up, and dropped him again with another uppercut.
He got hit with two really hard shots.
Look at him, it's like he's fully recovered.
Insane, and that was very early on in the first round. Almost one of the first exchanges. Junye is sitting up to attack this Kimura lock again.
Yep.
Let's see if he can pull it out. ZelangZhaxi has his hands clasped together. Undoubtedly a very strong guy.
Oh, he's going for the front center.
Big shots landing on top by ZelangZhaxi.
Nice elbows to the body.
He wants to get revenge for that uppercut.
I'm surprised. I would have thought that, I mean, guy was going for some submissions here and he's on the bottom. But I thought he would have a bigger advantage on the mat. Of course, all those guys from India, they have some really good coaches and some good training partners. One of the teams that has had the biggest success internationally is that Umbo Fight Club.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of international coaches there, from grapplers, from jiu-jitsu, Brazilians.
They even made a movie about it.
Yeah, Russian wrestlers. Looking for the old flower sweep, huh?
It's going to be tough to hit the flower sweep or pendulum sweep on a kind of a shorter, stockier guy who has a really good base.
Yes, of course.
Really good base, right?
But at least he's staying active, keeping him busy.
ZelangZhaxi, I still can't get over his recovery.
It's like the floor like woke him up again.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
I thought it was over. Like I shouted so loud, everyone looked at me because I thought like we saw someone die.
That was a shout-worthy moment, to be sure.
Huge uppercut, and look at him now. He's on top, and he's putting it on Gao right now.
1 minute left. Let's see if he can pass the guard here.
He might go to the back here.
You see Gao trying to lock up that Qiumuergu again. ZelangZhaxi trying to take the back here. Gets it. Looks like he's thinking about trying to suplex his man there.
Nice knees to the thigh there. Again. Beautiful trip. Oh, but Gao gets a single leg. He's going to be able to face.
So what I think is, even though ZelangZhaxi spent a lot of time on top here and got a couple takedowns, the round probably still goes to Gao because he almost finished. I mean, with those 2 punches, he almost finished him. Even though ZelangZhaxi has racked up several minutes of control time and multiple takedowns.
Yes, and also done some ground and pound, I think. I agree with you.
Look at this. We saw a couple big deep throws from Junye. ZelangZhaxi at the end of the round had actually passed his guard. I can't wait to see the replay of that. That shocked me.
I thought it was dead. I thought it was over.
It was a bad knockdown.
你不要强要说，有机会站起站起，一块龙边。放手，揉，没事。吊也吊着他打，你不要蹬他，别强要说，你要断头。
Surely gonna show it. Boom! Look at this. Boom! Oh no.
Okay, so he's still looking at him.
Yes, and then again gets another one.
Another hard right hand there too, but you could tell he's still with it the whole time.
It's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah. Well, when it's happening in the moment, it's like.
Well, also from where we're standing, we only get to see the back of Gao.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the screen when it happened. I was looking at the cage.
So it wasn't
I saw a huge punch and the guy falling backwards.
Catastrophic as we had previously imagined. Because initially I thought he was like out, and like you said, woke up and hit the canvas. Here we go, second round between ZelangZhaxi and Junye.
And is Gao gonna throw the uppercut again?
You know, we saw
nice straight from ZelangZhaxi.
Great right hand. We saw ZelangZhaxi really start to take over once he was able to get the fight to the mat. He landed several takedowns after getting dropped.
Yeah, it felt like he had the better resting. What if Gao gets on top? Nice kick.
Yeah, you mentioned Junye, none of his wins have been by decision.
Yeah, he's the kind of die or guard and shield kind of guy, you know? Kill to be killed.
20 wins and 20 finishes.
So he has gone to decision, but out of the 8 times, he's only won 1 decision.
Oh, so he has won by decision previously.
Once.
And
lost 7 times by decision. So his wins, 20 wins, all 19 of them
19 finishes.
Were finishes, yeah.
Okay, that's why they call him the Iron Fist King.
The speed, really, it feels like they're back of the speed. In the corner of the blue side.
ZelangZhaxi
is so fast.
Has only missed very narrowly in a couple of those head kick attempts, which were very powerful and fast.
Oh, nice. Step through, up.
Okay, let's see. He was too high up on the back. Really maintained the position. Hard to tell. Did that punch just knock him off balance?
That buckled his knee.
No, the one before that. Oh, they're throwing down.
Oh, nice kick through the middle.
Hard body punch.
He's so powerful with his strikes. Like I said earlier, you know, Gao does he's the Iron Fist King, but don't think that ZelangZhaxi doesn't pound him. He's very, very strong with his strike.
I feel like momentum has started to shift his way. Junye looks a little more labored.
Yes, and a little slower, the speed advantage.
Indeed, his strikes seem to be coming a little bit
Got
more.
his hands very low. Looks like he might be looking at kicking high. Trying to set up something here. Whoa, big bombs thrown.
Wild.
Oh, catches him, sits him down. And the referee steps in, that's it, it's over. And it's ZelangZhaxi that makes a comeback in the second round. Tags him after he drops, steps into finish, and that's all she wrote. ZelangZhaxi gets his first win. He wanted to win to get the contract here at JCK. What a back and forth and a rally from ZelangZhaxi to get the win over the Iron Fist. Go, Junye.
Job well done. He folded him against the fence with that one. Was it a right hand? Let's take a look.
There's a left hook here. This one, boom. Yeah, left hook.
Folds him.
And then just steps in, and too much pressure. The referee has to step in there.
Yeah, he had no choice really but to cover up. I think he was just rocked and completely discombobulated here up against the fence, and he's just trying to survive.
We see here Gao holding his toe as if I think he might have broken his foot as well. He's limping now.
接下来宣布比赛结果。本场男子 MMA 综合格斗规则一量级比赛的最终结果为：来自于中国的蓝方选手小钢炮ZelangZhaxi，第二回合2分41秒 TKO 获胜。The winner is Buwei, win by technical knockout. 接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。蓝方选手小田魁斗职业生涯战绩8战7胜，有4场比赛为终结获胜。他对手艾伊丁托赫塔尔别克来自于北极狼格斗俱乐部，善打持久战。目前在 JCK 战决胜战绩8战3胜。那么接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上的联合主赛。
这场比赛准备得很充分，无论会怎么样，这场比赛很精彩的，大家关注这场比赛。
カルペディエム所属の小田海斗です。十分な期間ももらえて仕上げて最高のパフォーマンスができるような状態で来ました。
我们看看吧，谁的摔跤更厉害？
艾丁是少见的打击非常优秀的摔跤手，而且是一位体能黑洞。
今回の試合で初めて知りました。レスリングがベースで、多分組み技に自信があるからすごい打撃をガンガン打ててるのかなっていうイメージです。
1、2、3、4、5，5下，连续又是连拳，哇！你打就是5次6次。 摔跤与站立打击的完美结合，
为战而生的战士。
不会打满3个回合。
2人でしっかり、盛り上げて観客を喜ばせるような、パフォーマンスをやりましょう。
Kaito Oda is making his way down to the JCK cage for our co-main event, and a lot of people are really looking forward to this one. He's highly touted and has a lot of hype coming into this one. He's 7-1 as a pro. He's on a 6-fight winning streak. He hasn't lost a fight since his second pro fight. He's fought in some big organizations. The only fight that he lost was by decision. He's got a 70% finishing rate, and he's beat a lot of guys with winning records. He's not just out here beating cans. One of the fights that I saw of his, I saw really crisp, technical, fast boxing combinations. We're going to see tonight, though, how his wrestling defense is.
Yes, of course.
Because
guarantee we're going to see that.
Yeah, because we know what Ayidin is more than likely going to try to do, and that's take him down repeatedly over and over. So he's got a tough first matchup in JCK here, but hey, that's how it is. The flyweight division here in JCK is a shark tank, so sink or swim. If you're coming over here, you want to take over, you want to get a ranking in the flyweight division, you're going to face some tough tests. So here we are, we're going to see it. Kaito Oda.
There he is, stepping into the JCK cage for the first time. Phenomenal shape.
Face jack, ripped at the weigh-ins. This guy's like 8% body fat. That's my guess.
Closer to 1.
1% body fat. You're dead. Okay.
The crowd goes crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
Well, it's home ground advantage, but there he is. Ayidin, Tuohetaerbieke. This guy's, his nickname is the Destroyer. And at 7-7 in his professional career, this 26-year-old has tasted both the bitter and the sweet of the sport. He does have beautiful form with his boxing. His hands are always up. Very, very nice striking boxing technique, but the foundation of his game is his wrestling. He has very strong wrestling, good top control. He's got so many decision fights. You know, like most of his fights end up in a decision. And his superpower is his chin. He's so hard to get finished. Very durable, very tough, mentally very tough. I would like him to, you know, keep working on his submission skills, so if he does hit the deck, he, you know, can showcase that he can finish people out there, and also maybe have a bit more power in his hands, because he has beautiful boxing. We just don't get to see him finish people that often. But at the same time, he's also so hard to get out of there, and very few people have ever finished Ayidin in his career. He's got a lot of fights, so let's see. You know, there's also as we hear, the crowd love it when it's, you know, they represent the national pride, you know, and there's a lot of national pride in the line here.
Yeah,
let's see.
It's definitely an intriguing international matchup, as you might say.
Well, and I don't think it's an easy matchup for Ayidin either. You know, Kaito is, like, Kaito Oda, he's only had one loss in his career, and a very well-rounded fighter.
You know what? That aspect of the fight makes it so much more interesting. You heard the pop from the crowd. Everybody's super stoked for this one, so I'm all for it. Kaito Oda is meditating in the cage right now.
Man. And we've seen the athleticism of Ayidin. He's phenomenal. He's so strong and explosive. But we'll see when they stand up next to each other. These guys are tit for tat. You know, height, reach, very, very close. And actually, it's Oda that has a little bit of a bigger frame, a little bit taller, and he might even be more physical. I don't know if he can wrestle with Ayidin. Ayidin's wrestling is
we're going to see his grappling chops. In the fights that I watched of his, I didn't see a lot of grappling. I checked out his Instagram, and he was wearing a blue belt. But then again, you know, our Chinese commentary partners, they said don't underestimate the blue belts in Japan. They have really high-level jiu-jitsu out there. So we'll see. Here is Ayidin.
And we look at the television between these two. We see the height advantage going to Oda, but everything else almost exactly the same.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子银量级的比赛争夺，同样也是我们今天晚上的联合主赛。来往选手身高168公分，臂展165厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄27岁，来自于 Corporate Team Fukuoka。MMA 综合格斗战绩8战7胜1负。那么今天晚上上的 JCK 战决城的首秀 ，Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the blue corner from Japan. Gets ready for Kaito Oda。本场比赛，红方选手身高163公分，臂展165厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄26岁，来自于北极狼格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩21战13胜8负 ，JCK 战决城战绩8战3胜5负。他就是来自于中国的红方选手摧毁者Ayidin。本场比赛场上裁判2名。
George, tie. Good. Fight.
All set for a co-main event. It is Kaito Oda in the blue versus Ayidin Tuohetaerbieke in the red.
Look at that. Beautiful low kick from Oda. Goes back to it again.
Ayidin said at the weigh-ins, hey, I heard this guy's pretty good. Let's see how good he really is.
Oh, immediately follows up. He hits him so like and hits him so hard with that low kick. Ayidin fell down, and then Oda just jumped on him looking for some ground and pound. Now it's Oda got him pushed up against the cage wall.
And he's bringing the grappling attack to the wrestler. If he could take down Ayidin, that would be a pretty big feather in his cap.
Nice short knee from Ayidin.
I was looking at his Instagram. He was like a white belt in BJJ only a couple years ago. Won some tournament in Japan at white belt. Now a blue belt and a pro athlete.
Very strong pressure here from Kaito Oda against Ayidin.
7-1 as a pro record is really good. That's like prospect.
He's been a champion in Japan, but it's one of the smaller tournaments there, like one of the smaller organizations, and he's the flyweight champion there. Look at this, he's got that leg shelf. This is really high-level stuff, shelving that leg.
You count this as a takedown?
Well, look, see how he shelves the leg. Man, that's not beginner stuff. That's not white belt level there. Shelf that leg.
Like
looks at how he keeps that left elbow trapped so that Ayidin can't get his left foot out.
It's like Ho, you said, don't underestimate the blue belts out in Japan. Okay, that's a takedown now for sure. Scooping up them legs. And now we see the wrestler on his back. Kaito Oda.
Referee warning Ayidin there. Grab the fence for a moment.
They do not mess around with the warnings. I've seen refs take a point on like the second warning for grabbing the fence. Looking to possibly set up an arm triangle.
Beautiful pressure here from Kaito Oda.
Oh yeah. Crowd is pretty silent here.
Might be looking to go to the back. Already, look, he's got that one knee behind. Trapping the far side wrist.
Work.
Referee warning him to work. Ayidin trying to slow the fight down, which is the right thing to do.
Kaito trying to work his way to the back. Not fully there yet, but in a good position to be sure.
Absolutely.
He's got
nice
one hook in. You can tell he's trying to free up that left arm to try to attack the choke, but he needs to get that right hook in as well.
grapevines this side. And short punches. Ayidin doing good here to try and reface his opponent. Look, the far side, nice knee.
Rallying behind their countrymen.
Now we see Ayidin.
Ayidin turns it around.
Ayidin's got the body lock there.
Let's see if he can get a takedown of his own. Oh, Harai Goshi, or Uchimata, some judo from Kaito Oda.
Kaito Oda very, very calm. Punching. 1 minute, 30 seconds left.
Using the underhooks now. Very nice.
Oh, nice knee.
Brutal knee to the body.
Yes, slapping knee. Kaito Oda with double underhooks now.
Takes him down again.
Now he has him away from the cage. And we saw Ayidin really good at using the cage to get up, but 1 minute left. Can he pass the guard again? He passed the guard pretty easily earlier when it was up against the cage wall.
Thinking about that arm triangle again. Ayidin is aware of the threat.
The pressure, the hip pressure.
I'm really impressed with the grappling of Oda.
Yeah, super controlled, very structured, systematic in his attacks. See, he loses the far side underhook, immediately shoves that leg. Referee calling for action.
30 seconds left in this round.
Punches here.
Kaito Oda living up to the hype thus far. Looking great in the first round against Ayidin.
Heavy hip scare from Oda.
Ayidin sits up, tries to wrestle up. Final seconds of the first round, and that is it for our first round between these two gentlemen.
And look at that, right at the end of that, Ayidin goes up and speaks into Oda's ear, saying something to him. I don't know if they can communicate, but Oda just didn't have a care for it. He just ignored him. I think that's one round in the books.
For sure that round would have to go to Kaito. That leg kick almost swept Ayidin off his feet. We saw Kaito land.
Beautiful shelving of the legs there.
A couple of really nice takedowns here. Nice little judo throw.
And the grappling really was one-dimensional, to be honest. Ayidin needs to avoid the wrestling, in my opinion, and really work to utilize his fast hands.
Fight!
Ready to go for round two between Kaito Oda in the blue and Ayidin Tuohetaerbieke in the red.
Another heavy calf kick. Oh, another heavy calf kick. Catches the leg, and Ayidin shoots for a takedown. But look at the defensive wrestling.
Ayidin able to get a takedown here. And is attacking from the back.
Looking for the back.
He's got one hook in.
Holding tight. Interesting defense here from Kota. He actually, now he's got Ayidin fully on his back.
Ayidin attacking the choke here. Kaito is trying to strip one of those hooks away, and it looks like he might sneak out on top
he's
here.
Already turned. Wow, beautiful escape from Kaito Oda.
Tries, looks like he's stepping over that knee. He's gonna start to advance his position on top and half guard here. Very heavy and controlled top pressure from Kaito. He's also kind of threatening that arm triangle here and there.
At the same time, putting constant pressure. He might be going to the back here. Got one hook in already.
He has that left hook in.
Far side, he's got double wrist control. For a moment, he had double wrist control.
Ayidin goes to his back. We're in full guard at the moment, but Kaito's working to pass again. Very active on top, constantly trying to advance position.
Yes.
throwing out little threats here and there too. Oh my goodness. To be honest, that feels like quite a premature stand-up.
It's a bit harsh, but nice short elbow from Kaito Oda. Oh, but Ayidin throws.
Throwing down.
Exchange, both these guys throwing down. Oh, beautiful knee through the middle from Kaito Oda. But Kaito Oda still is wobbled. He ate a left hook there.
My goodness, and he shoots underneath.
Beautiful time shot there.
Wow, that was a hectic exchange.
Crazy exchange.
Both guys got rocked.
Yeah, both guys got wobbled there.
For the first time in the fight, we saw Kaito Oda look a little bit labored.
Yeah, first time
taking a deep breath.
Nice knee again from Kaito Oda. He's looking for the takedown.
Ever since that exchange, he's been trying pretty hard to get a takedown here. Ayidin doing a really good job of widening his base. Hard right hand.
Oh, another big knee.
They're throwing down. Huge shots exchanged here against the cage, and Ayidin shoots.
Nice elbow there on the entry. Shoulder punch, or whatever you call that. Shoulder shrug, shoulder attack. Referee telling him to work. Both these guys looking pretty fatigued already.
Kaito does look significantly fatigued.
Nice right hand from Ayidin. Another knee. How many knees? Oh, and a body shot.
Hard shot to the body by Kaito. Big right hand by Ayidin. These guys are slugging it out.
Oh, Oda looking absolutely fatigued here.
My goodness. These guys are throwing down.
Look on the, I mean, there's 1 minute left. Oh, nice body shot from Ayidin. Look at this. What happened? It could be that he's just made too much of a weight cut. Look at him. He can barely move.
My goodness, both guys are showing signs of exhaustion. Throwing one big looping shot after another.
Big knee.
A shot by Ayidin, and he gets it.
30 seconds left.
Crazy fight. You know, critics of Ayidin in the past have said he could be a boring fighter. Most of his fights go to decision. Spams the wrestling attack, but hey, this fight has been action-packed.
He does have a very, very good chin, and he's very, very tough. 15 seconds here.
10 seconds. It's been a crazy second round. Did Ayidin win this round?
I don't know.
There's
That's
a good chance
really, really
he did.
close. Really good back and forth round. Ayidin shouting at him right at the end there. Let's see how fast both these guys can recover. I think this one is up in the air.
Could be 1-1 going into the third, but Kaito is exhausted. I think whoever comes out the pressure, man, might take it.
相手の距離であんな打ち合う必要ないって。味しめて相手打ってくるからさ。自分の得意なとこやったらいいんだから。ガンだけ上げろ。離れ。
Yeah, something drained him. Shot to the body. Ayidin also catches a kick, comes charging in for the takedown. Hard leg kick by Kaito.
I mean, there he ate a big punch, and they both
guys,
yes,
just trying to take each other out.
And another one, nice right hand. Yeah, I think Ayidin might have got that one. I think he did more damage.
I think it could be 1-1 going into the third, but
maybe that's what fatigued Oda is, just taking all that damage and just took it out of him. Ayidin must be fired up right now.
It's his chance. If he's fresh, I think he could do really well in this round. Third and final round in a great action-packed fight between Kaito Oda in the blue and Ayidin Tuohetaerbieke in the red.
Well, Kota straying him that knee.
It's a shot by Kota. Ayidin sprawls.
Ayidin has a beautiful takedown defense, and now he's looking for a takedown of his own. He's on the hip. He's on the hips of Oda.
Kaito Oda just kind of surrendered the back standing. think he's just exhausted.
He looks absolutely exhausted.
The crowd roars as Ayidin slams his man to the canvas.
Now's the time that Ayidin needs to really work, turn it on, take this guy to even deeper waters. But can Oda, can he regroup? This is a fight, anything can happen.
And what a win for Ayidin this would be. To go from being, you know, 3-5 in JCK to beating a guy who's highly touted like this, 7-1.
And also, I mean, after the first round, surely it looked like he was outclassed.
Oh yeah. Just incredible performance in the second and third round so far by Ayidin, the destroyer. 7-7. We have a guy who's 7-7 versus a guy who
rolls him over. Now he's
7-1
on his back. Some small punches there.
Goes to show what a tough sport it is. Last time, Kaito was able to sneak out on top when Ayidin took his back.
Let's see if we can do it again. He's opening that hook again. Yep, feels the hook. Now he's going to start turning into him.
But this time, Ayidin follows it through.
Follows him up, yes.
3 minutes left to go in this third and final round. Kaito tries to separate. Ayidin stuck on him like glue. Back to their feet now. We're going to see some more wild exchanges.
Oh, both these guys landing, but it's Ayidin that lands a little bit cleaner. But I love what Kaito is doing. He's just throwing so many knees to the midsection. Now he's the one that's sprawling, but look at the effort of Ayidin. Just drives through, fights his way through, gets him to the cage.
Yeah, just relentless. And I feel like he has the better gas tank, and that's what's making the difference here. I wonder what happened. There was just a moment, like you said, in the second round where Kaito just faded.
Could be, I mean, he's really big for the division. Maybe it's just too much of a cut, or maybe it's all that damage to the head. Like, if you take too much damage, it also messes you up.
Two minutes left to go.
This is not a good look for Kaito Oda.
Action-packed
nice
fight.
Knees again.
Shoulder.
Goes for the elbows, goes for another elbow. Short punches.
I'd love to see the comments in the live stream.
Oh, beautiful single leg takedown there from Ayidin.
On the Chinese stream, you know the local fans are going crazy for this one. A lot of support for Ayidin here tonight. And honestly, if it continues to go this way, I think he's most likely going to win a unanimous decision 2-1.
Probably, yes.
On paper, when you see a guy that's 7-7 fighting a guy that's 7-1, most people are going to pick the guy who's 7-1.
Yes.
And yet here we are, Ayidin, Tuohetaerbieke,
probably 1 minute away from getting a big upset.
Putting it on him here.
1 minute to go. Let's see what's happening.
This will be the biggest win of his career, no doubt, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Oda looking for an armbar there.
Swinging his hips, trying to find something.
30 seconds left. Good
right hand
there from Ayidin. Relentless.
You hear the crowd rallying behind Ayidin. 25 seconds to go. It's been a
relentless pace.
Battle between these two.
10 seconds.
It looks like Ayidin is going to walk away.
Well, I don't know. Let's see what the ref says about the first round too, but sorry, the second round. But I agree with you. What a fight between these two flyweights.
Wow. Big pop from the crowd.
And Ayidin believes he's done enough to win. His cornerman jumped over the cage. He's getting chased out of there. And Kaito Oda on his knees, absolutely exhausted. What a performance by both these fighters. But just the heart of Ayidin. Let's see. I mean, Going to go to the judge's decision here. The first one was definitely Oda's, but
absolutely. It looked like he was just outclassing him in the first round. It was like he was beating him everywhere. Striking, on the feet, takedowns, wrestling, grappling exchanges, and then something happened in the second round where Kaito just started to fade.
And I think he's still sitting. I think he's so exhausted he can barely stand up.
Yeah,
very exhausted. I mean, he gave it everything he had. Both these guys fought their hearts out. Let's go to the official judge's decision.
Right there. Look on there. Look on there.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 1 29 to 28；2号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 2 29 to 28；3号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 3 29 to 28。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting China, the red corner, Ayidin.
恭喜你，阿一丁，一场非常精彩的逆转的反杀。那么这场比赛。你迎来的其实小田魁斗是日本Great Chen 目前的现役的银量级冠军，赛前会不会对中日之战有一些压力？
就是没什么压力，压力是就下面我就3连败嘛，就那个压力，别的没什么压力。这次备战得很好，谢谢我的团队和我的兄弟，我的家人们，谢谢。谢谢我的支持的每一个人，非常的感谢。
那么我们看到，其实比赛开场时候，第一回合，尤其是第一回合，对方的攻势非常的凶，而且技术非常的迅猛，有没有给你造成一些麻烦？
对，第一回合我还因为他的力量那么大，有一点担心，但是打完第一回合就他力气都没了，赢了，直接没力气了。
那么接下来已经是拿到了这场比赛的胜利，接下来的计划是什么？
接下来的计划，好好训练，好好备战嘛，好好打每一场比赛，给观众们带来精彩的比赛。谢谢。
好的，
中国力量，谢谢中国力量，还有感谢这个 JCK 的每一个人，谢谢。
好的，女士们、先生们，掌声送给中国力量阿一丁！
接下来，请我迎来今天晚上的头条主赛。蓝方选手陈瑞来自于逆转格斗俱乐部，技术全面，爆发力十足。他对手奥特根苏荣、苏赫巴图拥有非常出色的摔跤技巧。JCK 战决胜战绩4战3胜，胜场终结率高达100%。接下来，让我们共同开启今天晚上的头条主赛。
Энэ удаагийн план дээр маш сайн бэлтгэлтэй ирсэн. Маш сайн бэлтэж ирсэн байгаа. Тэгээ сайхан тоглолт үзүүлэх болно.
Very exciting. Otgonsuren always looking for the finish, and he's very well rounded as well. It's dangerous now.
Oh, he taps him. Sukhbat gets the second round submission finish.
Хэвэн байгаа. Хөвцөл хэвэн байгаа. Бэлтгэлээ маш сайн хийж байгаа. Дөрөвт ялтаа авах болно.
Nice punch. Oh, he's already looking for the.
So bad looking
this
for the
is bad
finish.
For your opponent. Can your opponent fight this out? He's shifts to palm, and he's gonna start squeezing now.
And Sukhbat gets the rear naked choke in round 1.
JCK-гийн удирдлагаас ирсэн ямар ч санал хүлэмжшэрнэ.
Chun Ray's boxing footwork is amazing.
It's over! Junye grabs the kick, drops Tuohetaerbieke with a massive overhand, follows up with hammer fist.
这一次比赛的话，我不会像以前一样太着急去拿 KO 啊，或者是一个很激烈的那种进攻啊，我会想着稳扎稳打啊，把这个赛场上的状态给打出来。假如能抓到机会的话，那就尽量去终结。
Oh, a beautiful cross there from Junye.
从进入笼子那一刻，我就会给大家展现一个不一样的陈瑞。
수준 талаар сайн тамирчин сайн тамирчинтай үзэж гоё зөрчлөө солилцъя гэж бодож байна да.
这一次看一看你能不能过我这一关吧。
Main event time, guys. Here we go. The Ghost, Junye, makes his way down to the JCK cage. He's a very experienced fighter. He's another guy that's been fighting pro for almost 10 years. I think 10 years exactly.
It's crazy. He's like he's a veteran of the game. He was the head coach of Hauschen Fight Club for a long time. Then he, spread out, opened his own wings. Now he's got a gym called Reverse Fight Club, and he's doing great things, and it's just crazy the wealth of knowledge this man has, and he's only 28 years old.
Yeah, call him like the veteran. Some people are saying, like I believe you said as well, this is the old guard versus the new guard. There's only 4 years of age between them, and he's still only 28. That's objectively not very old. Then again, he has been fighting for like 10 years, so I'm sure there's a lot of wear and tear on his body. You don't fight professionally for 10 years without,
and we go to
racking up some injuries. And
yeah, we also got to talk about, that last fight. I mean, he got sent into orbit. Like he saw Neverland for a while, and Peter Pan was holding him back. He was sleeping for almost it was a couple of minutes.
That was a bad one. Yeah,
that was a bad one.
You and I called that one together.
Yeah, it was 3 months ago. However, how much of that is going to come into action, not only on his body, but on his willingness to pull the trigger? On the feet, I think he's top guy here. And man, he's one of the best strikers that we have in the whole JCK.
Another thing too, though, is like when you own a gym and you're like a head coach, you're coaching other people. There's only so much time that you have to do all of those things. How much is that taken away from his own preparation?
Absolutely.
Because the other guy, Otgonsuren Sukhbat, he's just a full-time fighter.
You're right. And that's something that Junye said. He said, look, I'm only signing for JCK. He's signing a fight-by-fight deal, but until his gym is stabilized and he doesn't have to work that many hours, he doesn't want to sign the 6-fight contract or whatever. I think it's a 5-fight contract, because he's that kind of guy. If I sign, I'm a full-time fighter. And he literally calls himself a part-time fighter now. He doesn't like Bantamweight, which means like half pro, because he's coaching. It's so cool that he's taking so much responsibility. And I think it takes a bit of pressure. I think it's his way of taking pressure off his own shoulders.
Well, it's a risky game to play because you're coming in here fighting a highly skilled opponent in a cage. It's not a game.
Yeah. It's not a game of chess.
Here he is.
And there he is. Otgonsuren Sukhbat.
24
years old, yes.
Pardon me, sir. He looks super hard, right? Tattoos on the neck. He looks like the kind of guy you wouldn't want to mess with. But he's the sweetest dude, like, in person. He's so nice.
He's such a nice kid, man. And his very first fight he took, he was not the only guy. Number fought on the same card, or I could be wrong. But his first fight at JCK, he took on really short notice, came in and fought upper division against the guy that missed weight and always like regular missed weight, Qiumuergu, who just finished Lukai, an absolute monster of a young fighter.
And a huge guy for that weight class.
Man, like, they look like they're 2 divisions, maybe 3 divisions separated, because Qiumuergu is huge for featherweight, should be lightweight. And he survived for a while and then finally got over it. Since then, he has not lost nothing, not a round, not a fight, nothing. And he's on a tear in the division. And he really wants to make claim for him to be in the top 8 for the next tournament. Or, you know, why isn't he fighting for limited R&B? He's really talented and he's submitted people. He's got great striking. He's surprisingly strong. If you look at his body, you think, oh, he's a rangy guy, not that very muscular tank build, but when people lock up with him, he out-wrestles people on the cage wall. Very, very solid wrestling. It could be a Mongolian thing, I don't know. But yeah, he's very, very tough. And when the cage door closes, I feel it's a thing with the Mongolians. They're so friendly and nice outside. Chill, have a beer after the fights. Just big teddy bears. But when the
monster in the cage.
When those cage doors close, you know, Attila the Hun comes out.
Yeah, I love this kid. I'm really high on him. Follow him on Instagram. Give him a follow on Instagram. Support the cause. He's trying to get a ranking here in the JCK Bantamweight division. I think he's not far off that.
And this is, sorry. And this is
a big performance tonight. Sorry.
No worries. And this really is, like you said, a bit of the old guard against the young, you know, the young prospect. On the feet, surely you've got to think Qiumuergu has more credibility. But the chin of Qiumuergu and the chin of Sukhbat also needs to be mentioned.
Okay, real
Let's
quick.
see. I'm excited about this, man.
Real quick, what's the capital of Mongolia?
Yes.
Shout out Ulaanbaatar.
Oh, yeah.
We got a lot of Mongolian support in the chat right now.
Let's have a look at the tail of the tape, and we see 4 years age difference, a slight height advantage going to Sukhbat, and 8 centimeters also going to the younger fighter.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子雏量级的比赛争夺，同样也是我们今天晚上的头条主赛。栏目选手身高172公分，臂展172厘米，体重61.50公斤，年龄28岁，来自于逆转格斗俱乐部。MMA 综合格斗战绩26战18胜8负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩2战1胜1负。他就是来自于中国的蓝方选手 The Ghost 陈。 本场比赛，红方选手身高176公分，臂展180厘米，体重61.40公斤，年龄24岁，来自 Sandas MMA Fitness Center。MMA 综合格斗战绩9战7胜2负 ，JCK 战决胜战绩4战3胜1负。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome red corner from Mongolia gets ready for Otgonsuren Sukhbat。本场比赛场上裁判庞洪涛。
Here we go, guys. It is our main event. It is the Ghost, Qiumuergu versus Otgonsuren Sukhbat.
We see Qiumuergu switching stances a lot, immediately putting pressure onto Sukhbat. Nice little low kick from Qiumuergu.
Qiumuergu has got very pretty stand-up striking, great footwork, great boxing combos.
Another low kick from Qiumuergu. Oh, Sukhbat looking for a huge overhand. And it feels like Sukhbat is looking for the wrestling in this fight.
Absolutely.
But Qiumuergu does have takedown defense. Another calf kick.
We said we had to wonder about how well Qiumuergu has recovered since that brutal knockout loss he had just a little less than 3 months ago.
He looks... Oh, there's some straight right and followed by left hook from Sukhbat.
He did get cracked with a couple pretty heavy shots by Sukhbat, so far so good for the chin of Qiumuergu. I think this one has a high probability of finish, Woody.
Oh, quick little leading left hook from Sukhbat, but Qiumuergu is putting the pressure on him. Qiumuergu's hands are dropping. Makes me a little bit nervous.
Remember Qiumuergu's knockout over Tuohetaerbieke.
There's another right cross.
Brutal overhand right after catching a kick. Sukhbat seems to be reacting pretty heavily to the feints of Chunrei. He's really got him biting on those feints.
Another nice low kick from Chunrei. Look, I don't like how Chunrei drops his hands after he throws punches. And he's, look at that, his chin is all up there. He needs to be careful. Sukhbat has power. Look, Sukhbat's hands are really high. He has been caught with some jabs.
Like you said, he's also deceptively strong. He doesn't look physically very imposing, but grip strength and upper body strength when they lock up. He's got a great clinch.
And that's another right cross, not very hard. Looks for the hook, but nice. Chunrei immediately throwing back, just misses. With a big uppercut left hook to Chunrei. Oh, nice calf kick.
Calf kick looked like it.
Oh, he catches him with a right in the button. Chunrei goes up.
Let's
gets
see
back
if
on his feet.
He's got his foot on the gas here. He's pursuing the finish. Like, backs off a little bit now. He had him stumbled there with that right hand.
Another.
They're throwing down
Oh,
hard.
beautiful liver shot from Chunrei. What a war, back and forth. Sukhbat hits him again with the right hand, goes for a jumping knee,
Flying
but
knee.
Chunrei throws back. Oh my God, these guys are starting to throw down here in the first round.
I'm just like nervous because, you know,
Yeah,
that last
something's
knockout.
happening,
Yeah,
yes.
I just on the edge of my seat here.
I know he's your boy, you guys live in the same city, but this is action-packed, buddy.
Yeah, and you know, to be fair, he's throwing back and countering very
Yes,
well.
he's staying in the fight. But I've never seen him look this stiff. He's looking a little bit.
And I feel like the head movement isn't quite there. Oh, it looks like he's got Sukhbat a little hurt.
Oh, a big right hand, but then Chunrei immediately throws back an uppercut of his own.
Oh man,
Chunrei.
Sukhbat's got him where he wants him. Let's see if he goes for this guillotine.
I think he's going to sit for the guillotine. Chunrei's
There
looking
seems
up at
like
the clock.
quite a lot of space in there.
Yeah, Chunrei's holding his wrist.
Doing a good job of fighting the hands here. Sukhbat does have some pretty nasty chokes and submission skills, that's for
He's
sure.
got those long arms, you know. Looks like
he
he's
might
trying
be
to
setting up.
Yes, he's trying to set this up.
He's going to sit back for that guillotine, it looks like.
He's trying to build on this guillotine.
He does have time to work. He's got a minute left. I can't really see what he's doing with his right hand, where the grip is. Is it arm in?
It is arm in.
It is
but
arm
look,
in.
He's going to start cranking here from full mount.
Okay, they're up against the cage. Now he's got it from full mount. Let's see if he can
He's trying
extend.
to crank here. This is bad for Chunrei.
He's got the hips in.
Chunrei's got a big grimace.
Now he switches to...
Did he switch the hands? Did he
this
connect
could be
it?
trouble. Okay, now the
Chunrei's
ankles.
out.
Wow, wow.
Chunrei fights out of it. Well done, Chunrei.
Now he's on top.
What a back and forth here.
Action-packed first round. Both guys landing big shots. Submission attempts.
Oh!
That was an illegal strike to a grounded opponent. Will he lose the position? The time is still running. Timekeeper should have stopped the time, I believe.
Nice body shot there.
10 seconds left.
Gets a very stern warning there. Nice hammer fist from
Wow.
Chunrei here at the end of the round. What a first round. And I don't know who got that, because I think Chen... who got that?
Hard to say.
Because Chunrei, I think he got wobbled more, but then he was the aggressor and on top and ground him. Man, what a first round.
Tough one. Let's take a look at some of the action and see if we can get a better idea after watching the replays. Wow. Let's take a look here. Clubbing left hand lands for Sukhbat. I want to see, that short little right hand.
Yes, wobbled him.
Caught him unexpectedly, and you could see his equilibrium was wobbled there. Chunrei fires back with a great body shot.
Hey, he gets that up kick and says, can I do that?
Yep. Wow.
The crowd here telling Chunrei, giving him some advice here. One of the other Chengdu coaches from Embo actually giving him.
Yeah, Chunrei is training in Chengdu these days. Chengdu becoming a hotbed for Chinese MMA, apparently.
Yep.
So let's see. I mean, I was so tense for the first round because I
Sukhbat now
just felt like either guy could end it at any moment.
And Qiumuergu's had very good success with that calf kick.
He does a really good job of checking kicks as well.
Yeah, and Sukhbat needs to be careful because he punches and he keeps rolling his head afterwards. He's going to get a head kick in the face or a knee. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, that's a good read, actually.
See, every time after he throws that right cross, he drops his head into a U-slip. And if Chen is up for that, he'll just immediately send a left kick right through the middle and go find his face. Oh, big overhand.
And a takedown attempt successful for
now
Sukhbat.
He's on side control. This is not where Chen wants to be.
Passes directly to
Chen manages to get back to half guard. Sukhbat, for a moment there, it looks like he was fishing for that arm triangle.
Indeed. He timed that double leg shot very well. Shot right under the level of Chen here.
Looking for, it looks like he's setting up a DARS. No.
Chen does have that underhook on the left side. Yeah, let's see if he can use it to.
Beautiful hip pressure here from Sukhbat. Hammer fist.
Oh, nice pass. Heavy pass by Sukhbat here.
Short elbows.
He is a very good grappler, so this is
not good. This is where I think we talked about this. I said cannot do 12 to 6 movements in JCK.
Oh, that was what that was about.
Yeah, well actually it's not even 12 to 6. Back elbow. So for example, if you
like
lead with the triceps.
Pointy elbow, yeah. Interesting. Not even to the body.
Yeah, I don't fully understand that rule, and even some of the referees have, you know, questioned that. But rules are rules.
Indeed. Here we are with Sukhbat on top, inside control, pinning his man.
Oh, he's gonna. I thought he was gonna step over for setting up a.
Trying something sneaky there.
Yeah, what you do is you throw your arm in there. Actually, no, he showed me that. Back when I was a white belt, Thomas Fang.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shout out the man, Thomas Fang. We're missing you here today, man.
Let's see, nice little short elbows. Oppa, goes straight to, jumps to full mount, but Chunrei's up. Oh, and they throw at the exchange. As they exit, both these guys letting their hands and kicks go.
We saw a deep breath from Sukhbat there. We're over halfway through the fight. Both guys still look pretty fresh. Chen stalking his opponent.
Nice little kick.
There's a little less lateral movement now.
Oh, another big right hand.
Great sprawl.
Followed by a sprawl. Now it's Chen who was fishing for that guillotine, but Sukhbat now, oh, beautiful inside trip, but the cage was behind Chen. He was fully aware of that. Referee immediately telling him to work.
Yeah, very quick on the warnings are the referees here tonight.
Oh, what a dump. I'm telling you, like, he's so strong.
Yeah, he's physically, it's deceptive. Yeah,
deceptively strong.
He doesn't look that strong, but you can tell.
He's starting to cinch up this arm triangle, and
it's tough because he's blocked by the cage.
Yeah, but there are some tricks that you can do once he has it, because he's in half guard.
Ideally, he would like to skip off to that other side. He still has some heavy top pressure here, driving his shoulder into the neck of Chen.
Punches there.
And a stand up from the ref.
Very referee.
Very quick on the stand-ups here tonight.
Wow. Wow, okay. Nice calf kick.
A little over 30 seconds left in the second round here as Sukhbat shoots again. Stuffed by Chen.
Oh, gives him a knee, but scrapes the royal jewels. And there's Chen looking for an overhand. Now Chen starting to fish for that uppercut.
Man, you know, Chen has so much heart to come out here and fight so hard after such a brutal loss in his last fight only a little less than 3 months ago.
And, I mean, who do you give that run to? I mean, didn't Sukhbat. But he ate a lot of low kicks too, man.
True, but he had multiple takedowns, controlled from top position, landed ground and pound. That would be my call if I were a judge. Could be a close fight. It could be 1-1 going into the third, or could potentially be 2.
他手拿好，还是跟他打站立哦。没事啊。
The action from that second round. See a nice overhand right,
and then just
to a double leg.
Yeah, and he's done this a few times. And he masters so well because when he normally does the right hand, he also does that use them. So you don't really know, is he just evading or is he actually shooting? And if you were to try and punch him on the counter, he'll just slide in that double leg. So you need to be careful of that double leg that he masks so well. And Chunrei's takedown defense has been pretty impressive.
Oh yeah.
Feels like Chunrei is starting to loosen up as the fight goes on. He was a little bit stiff early in the fight. Now looking a little bit more loose with his striking. Goes for the head kick.
Third and final round here.
Another calf, but eats a right hand straight to the middle from Sukhbat. Sukhbat doing some lead kicks.
Oh, that right hand just barely missed. He transitions to a takedown attempt. He does have his hands clasped.
Gets the dump.
Looks like he'll be able to finish this one. Yang Guang watching in the background.
Probably going to step over here and start wrapping up those legs. Look at him. I think he's going to take those right legs. Oh, he shoves them.
Got it scooped up here against the cage. Seems like Sukhbat is pretty comfortable on top. It appears as though he does have the grappling advantage once the fight does hit the mat.
It feels like he's waiting for Chunrei to stand up. If Chunrei stands up, either to dump him back down again or to, you know, build to his back.
See what happens here. Looks like Chunrei is locked onto a Kimura as Sukhbat tries a high crotch, big slam, locked into a triangle. Too sweaty.
Immediately just passes, pressure passes through that. Now he's on side control with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third and final round. This is not good for Chunrei. Dropping some elbows there. And Sukhbat, so mature for such a young fighter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, beautiful bridge. This also needs to be careful. Sukhbat has nice chokes.
But we see Chunrei attacking the hands there.
And do a nice little knee on the exit. Now Chunrei with double underhooks.
See if Chunrei tries a takedown here as he has double underhooks with the body lock. Sukhbat pummels back in.
Nice knee from Sukhbat.
Attacks again. Another high crotch.
Looking for that guillotine. Sorry, Kimura. Looking for that Kimura. He's still looking for it, but
latched onto that. Sukhbat tugging, hiding his arm away, keeping weight on it, making it difficult to...
Sukhbat, what he can do is he can just drop his left hip down to the head of Chunrei.
How about this
just
one?
Smash that arm.
Left knee goes down, pushes down on the tricep, strips the grip. Another quick stand-up. The referees want to see some stand-up here tonight.
I want to see some killer action.
Stand-up fighting. I wonder if there was some sort of like rules meeting before the event where they're like, okay, quick stand-up here.
Yeah, maybe.
Because like every single one has been pretty darn quick. The pace of the fight has slowed considerably.
Nice knee. Single leg. Can he finish the single leg? Moves to the hips. Like he's got his hands connected. Yes or no?
I feel like Sukhbat probably views this as a relatively risk-free path to victory. If he can keep getting takedowns, controlling
the
from top.
The power of Chunrei striking is just. And again, Chunrei ate that punch. Nice body punch there.
Power and accuracy. His boxing is extremely accurate.
Oh, we saw deep breath from Sukhbat there after that liver shot.
Yeah. Wow.
1 minute left.
But with 1 minute left, you know, engaging in the grappling here, to me, I would think favors Sukhbat. Here we go. Let's see if Chunrei can make something happen. He might need a finish in order to win the fight here.
I don't know, man. Damage it was close. Keeps moving, leaning back to Sukhbat, using that reach.
I feel like Chunrei is really taking over the striking here. He might have his man hurt. Sukhbat looks tentative to engage on the feet a little bit.
In and out is Sukhbat. Oh, nice left hook. Chunrei putting on the pressure, goes to the body with a kick.
15 seconds left.
Another shot.
Can he land the Hail Mary?
10 seconds.
Nice knee to the body. He's got Sukhbat on the retreat. Great fight between these two.
These guys fired up. Wow. Okay, hard to score. I'm so happy I just get to talk about their fights, not score them, because that's a...
I'm also glad I'm not a judge.
Yeah, that's not an easy one to score.
Thought Chunrei might have took the third round. I mean, he did get taken down, but I feel like at the end of the fight, if you look at their body language and posture, I felt like he was taking over.
Yes. But it is a 3-round fight and it's scored individually, so it's all about who got those first 2 rounds, in my opinion.
Indeed, indeed. And remember, in the first round, we had this knockdown where that cheeky little right hand had Chunrei stumbling.
That one was one that he's not very happy there for a moment. Oh, he's lucky he didn't get a point deducted there, to be honest.
Indeed, and that was a bit more of a push than an actual strike with the heel. So I don't think it did a lot of damage.
Anyway, let's I see they're getting ready. Let's go to the official judges' decision in this main event.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 1 32-27；2号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 2 29-28；3号裁判30比27 ，Judge Number 3 32-27。本场比赛3位裁判一致性判定红方胜。For the winner, by unanimous decision, win by point, presenting Mongolia, Otgonsuren, Sukhbat. First of all, I want to say congratulations to win this really tough fight. And what do you think of your opponent? Can you be frankly and objectively to say about your opponent?
За, та бүхэнд энэ үчи мэндийг хүргэе. Ингээд ялт авсан даа шиг баяртай байна. Тэгээд юу байлаа? Их сайн өрсөлдөгчдөө таарлаа. Баярлалаа. Таамагчсанд гоё туршлага солилцлоо. Дараагийн тэмцээн дээр өшөө сайн байл хэлээж энэс л гоёлоо үзүүлнэ.
Hello, good evening to you all. I'm really happy that I secured this victory. This time my opponent was really tough guy. And somehow I won it. I'm happy and I'm going to work really hard to come back even stronger. Thank you so much.
他首先向大家问好，大家晚上好。同时呢，他觉得这场比赛对手非常难缠，他要继续的努力训练，然后去面对更为强大的对手。And what is your goal in JCK and which fighter you want to fight with?
JCK-ийн дараагийн зорилго чи юу вэ? Ямар тулаанчтай тултмаар байна гэж.
Би тэрийг JCK-гийн удирдлагаас туулсан ямар ч тамирчинтай тоглоход бэлэн байна.
I prefer to stay humble, and whoever the JCK offered me, I'm ready to take it.
他说：“我会一直保持这种饥饿感，无论 JCK 给我安排什么样的对手，我都会勇敢应战。” I hope everything goes out for you, and I think you have a really extraordinary performance today. So keep healthy, and we're looking forward for your next fight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to work hard, even harder. Thank you so much.
感谢大家，他会继续努力，谢谢。掌声送给 Otgonsuren Sukhbat。所有现场以及屏幕前的观众朋友们，那么今天晚上 JCK 绝城之夜 N107的比赛到此就告一段落。再次感谢我们的官方合作媒体咪咕视频、抖音、腾讯新闻、新华网、百度 App、深圳电视台体育健康频道、辽宁移动、贵州新媒体、宁夏新媒体、TCL 互联网电视、虎牙直播、快手以及格斗迷的大力支持。同时还要特别感谢千岁汽车、毛江1953、华肯乳业集团、梅花、菲德士以及阿若博巴品牌对今天晚上比赛的赞助播出。那么接下来的时间，让我们共同把目光转移到大屏幕之上，一起了解一下今天晚上所有参赛选手他们的获胜信息。阿伊伯利朱曼通过一致判定获胜，托贝齐纳尔努尔兰第二回合使用背后裸脚降服获胜。阿拉腾沙盖第二回合使用背后裸脚降服获胜，马纳普努尔科扎第一回合使用地面砸击 TKO 获胜，李一拳通过一致判定获胜，耶德里穆黑亚提通过一致判定获胜，ZelangZhaxi第二回合 TKO 获胜，阿伊丁托和塔尔别克通过一致判定获胜。那么今天晚上头条主赛来自于蒙古国的奥特根苏荣、苏赫巴图通过一致判定获得比赛胜利。那么在2025年的10月25号将会迎来 JCK 绝城之夜第108期的比赛争锋。银量级、雏量级赏金赛将会进入到半决赛的白热化争夺当中。头条主赛，王绍祥对阵内格马托夫、鲁斯塔姆松；联合主赛，扎维丁、苏莱曼诺夫对阵周启阳。正赛方面，杜利勒大战吉木五沙，上肢法对阵尼克丹，不会有法对阵球击轮周，夏明权对阵李金波。在此也诚挚的邀请屏幕前的各位持续锁定我们的官方网站3w.jckmma.com。以及微信公众账号以及官方抖音号，了解最后赛事资讯的更新。最后再次感谢现场以及屏幕前的诸位今天晚上整晚的陪伴。最后祝大家晚安，再见。
Fight fans, JCK 107 is done and in the books. And what a night of fighting. Tell us a bit more.
Absolutely. You know, that main event, it was just such a hard-fought fight. I think a lot of people expected Sukhbat to have an easier time with Chen than he actually did. But Chen just proved what a true veteran he is, how experienced he is, and how tough he is.
And in the co-main event, we saw Ayidin going up against Kaito Oda, and Kaito Oda dominated him in the first round. It looked like it was just a matter of time before he wins. However, Ayidin rallied and did an absolute stellar comeback, winning that fight.
Absolutely. Then also on the main card, we saw ZelangZhaxi have a really breakout performance, dominating Junye and getting the finish via rear naked choke. And he slapped that thing on so fast, it was incredible.
And that war between Adi and Yedeli was really, really so fun to watch.
Absolutely, and then
the women's bout, Yixuan.
Break my heart.
Against your
Break
girl,
my heart. You know,
your former student, Fang Li, she lost.
I had to admit my own personal bias in that one. Rooting for Fang Lu, known her for a long time, very good friend of mine, former training partner, former student of mine actually. Highly touted grappler who came in here, and it just goes to show you, this is not BJJ. MMA is a really tough sport. Her opponent had a lot more experience than her.
And just kept her on her feet and didn't allow her to do what she wanted to do.
It is what it is. It'll be a learning experience for her for sure.
And then we saw Lile going up against Altanshagai, and that guy just, Altanshagai. What a dominant performance. You know, the second round rear naked choke. Very, very well done from him.
Tuopeiqinaer. Ooh, that name is a little difficult for me to say. Had a great win here tonight. Dominating his opponent, winning by rear naked choke. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
I skipped the Kazakhstan fighter Manap. What a dominant performance. He came in here with a stare down, and then...
Bro, he was staring me down.
He was staring everybody down. He was staring everybody down.
Around
And then he
like,
just got Fu Mount, boom, 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 and that's all she wrote. Such a dominant performance.
Those elbows were...
Boom, boom, yeah.
Massive.
Very, very, very good.
Absolutely.
All right, well, folks, we'll see you very soon. That's all for tonight.
2 weeks.
That's all, folks.
2025年10月25日将迎来 JCK 决城之夜第108期，银量级、雏量级赏金赛将进入半决赛的争夺。头条主赛，唐绍祥对阵内格马托夫、鲁斯塔姆松；联合主赛，沙云丁、苏莱曼诺夫对阵周启然；正赛，独立勒对阵吉木武沙，尚志法对阵尼格丹。不火有嘎对阵仇击轮周，夏明权对阵李金波。复赛，谢维对阵贾马诺夫、西西赫拉斯，崔迪润对阵梅拉德、雷纳。阿齐兹别克、波什尼尔扎耶夫对阵瓦哈德、哈兹、巴扎达。阿曼·乌尔列武对阵穆拉提、伊马哈兹。曾冠霖对阵阿里·霍尔西迪。白凌波对阵李东。10月25日 ，JCK 决城之夜 N108，敬请期待。
秋天之上，去欢喜早已经